Are you ready for the moment we waited 4 years for? Don't pay attention to the fact that they shrunk these by about 70% and now everything's harder to read because the font is terrible. But are you ready for this? Oh my goodness. And the cool thing is you can't edit anything, but they do seem to put the lines together. So they do seem to, put it properly, which is nice, but you can't edit anything. Like this is Limitless allows you to edit. You can go on Limitless and see something kind of the same size, and it's great. But yes, you can see a full screen deck viewer now. It only took 4 years. Only took 4 years. I guess I should leave a note. Full screen. So the full screen deck viewer shows evolution lines. So it's not like PDCGO. I don't have a screenshot. I was thinking about maybe saving that for the rant video that I'm probably going to end up making about the new developer letter. Never gonna let me down. Hey, I have ideas, okay? Don't count me out yet. I have ideas. It's very possible it will happen. Don't you worry. Where's the feet? Oh, you're gonna see the feet very soon. But PDCGO used to have arrows where it'd be like there to be an arrow here. There'd be an arrow connecting these guys and be like, hey, this is an evolution line. These evolve into each other. PDCGL does not have that. And then what was the other thing? No, Eevee, no. But they did fix this where you can see people's rankings. I don't think it shows you Arceus League, though. So it's really stupid because it doesn't show you Arceus League. So like For the Win is at 551. So For the Win is in Arceus League, but I don't know where in Arceus League. So they added that feature that we should have had from the very beginning, but they still screwed it up somehow. But yeah, it's just Garchomp all day. I have a Roses build. I don't look at that one. I have Barbaracle. There's Lumio City. There's Grand Tree. This is just kind of the most normal one. And this is the last day until tomorrow's ladder reset. So we'll be back at the start of Ultra League or whatever. So that'll be fun. Oh no, my feet are covered. No, what the hell? Why were my feet covered? Why the hell were my feet covered? I demand a fix for this issue. And I don't know quite. I didn't prep this. So like I have the image, but I don't quite know where it's supposed to fit. Like I know where my toes are supposed to fit. I don't know where the black bar is supposed to go. So I'll fix that on the fly. I'll fix that on the Jeff Goldblum movie with Gina Davis where they very sensual. All right, pretty good start except for the bad parts. But ooh, that's pretty good. I almost got it. See? My degeneracy knows no bounds. They are playing Alakazam. Fantastic. I have 2 Rocky fighting and we're facing Alakazam. Great. Great. I think this is going to be like a judge-heavy match. All right, so let me just quickly check here. Oh, geez. So I need to resize the black bar a little bit. PDCGL black bar. Let's get that squared away, and then I can never remember if it's Control or Alt. It's Alt. All right, so Alt, and then we get some shrinkage because we've been in the pool. There we go. Now you don't have to see it. Aren't you happy? We are playing some Garchomp. I have covered the black bar. Unfortunately, this is Alakazam, so we're probably going to lose. But I do have a slight chance of winning, especially with Team Rocket's Watchtower. I guess I just go for the Rocky fighting. I don't want to, but like, what other choice do I have? They have probably 4 Battle Cage. They're going to bump my Team Rocket's Watchtower. But maybe they just don't got it like that, right? And I can always use Spike Sting next turn. So that is another option we have available to us. All right, so I have 2 Rose Raid. We have a Spiritomb. Judge is going to be very important if this list has Judge. This is the one list that doesn't have Judge. Judge is going to be super important, and this list doesn't have Judge. Fantastic. And I don't have an attack next turn with anyone except for Garchomp, which is kind of not great. So we're in a terrible position. Because the only way I'm attacking next turn is if I attach the Rocky Fighting to the Roselia and Hard Retreat, because of course we start the Roselia. I do not hate a turn 2 Hilda from my opponent. And yeah, if you'll notice, it doesn't go away. People said, wasn't it like that before? I don't recall it being like that before. At least it wasn't that bad before, if it was. And someone said, surely that's, letting you know that your opponent is, like their turn is running out, like they have the 15-second timer. No, that's just never ending. That just never goes away. And now you've become a part of me. So that is a feature, not a bug, because how could the PDCGL dev not notice that, right? How could you? Hey, that's a Hilda. That's exactly what I needed. I think we win now because I'm knocking out the Dunsparce. I have all of my evolution dudes. So we just go get all the Gabite. Now, the question is, do I take the knockout with Garchomp and just assume they can't do it like that? I feel like that's the correct call, right? We just go for it. Yeah, we have all the Rose Raid. We're totally fine there. I can get a Spiritomb. Why not make it yellow? Because the Black Sea, you can't really tell it's there, right? You can barely tell that it's there. You can tell it's there, but you can barely tell that it's there. So I think that makes more sense, is just to have it sort of blend in with the background. How are we going to know it's your opponent's turn? You just believe in the pilot. That's all you got to do. Just believe in the pilot. As much as I want to suck a butt here. Yeah, we'll be that's fine. As much as I want to, attack with Gabite and take the knockout with Gabite, because that would be hilarious. We're not going to do that, okay? We're not going to take the knockout with Gabite. We're going to take the knockout with Garchomp. And yes, you do have to... Oh, I do have to take the knockout with Gabite. That's my bad. Okay, I thought I could evolve. That's my bad. I thought I still had a chance to evolve. I forgot I didn't have a rare candy. So we are taking a knockout with Gabite. Never mind. Don't listen to Trust Your Pilot. Yeah, it's technically I guess technically it's the biggest update in PDCGL history. They did release another developer letter, so I'm thinking on Friday I'll upload, another rant video about how much this game is terrible. You should always trust your pilot. Just, maybe when I screw up, don't do it. And, I could change the color of the black bar, but like, it's just so stupid. Like, how do they not test their game? Like, oh, hey, we have a constantly blinking light. That's a great idea to have. Let's have a constantly blinking light and give all of our players seizures. That'll teach them. That'll teach those ungrateful little SOBs. And the cool thing is I get to see it. Because remember back when PDCGL for the first 6 months, there was the avatars were just here the whole time, like this, but both of them. And then if you emoted once, well, I can't use Unfair Stamp. And this is a no judge build. This is the one Garchomp list with no judge. But that is good news, is that we can just outspeed them here, which is hilarious. And so that's interesting. The avatar has to disappear before you can do anything. Fantastic. So we evolve into you. I am doing 160. Oh, right, because resistance is more these days. Resistance is slightly more. Okay, PDCGL's being a little weird. I hate how they changed the font. That is my biggest peevis and butthead, is how they changed the font. And I guess I mean, they're going to get double enhanced hammer. We know they're going to get double enhanced hammer. They're going to bump both of my energy. But I don't think they can win. And I don't like how they changed some of the fonts, right? I am not a fan of the font changes. They're probably going to concede, so this won't be in the YouTube video. But, like some Garchomp lists have 4 Rocky fighting, some have 2, some have... okay, that's fine. So they didn't change that. They did make this a lot smaller though, right? So when you click on it, there's no full screen card viewer anymore. They made this so much smaller. So when you go to full screen a card in battle, it's small now. It used to be like twice the size. So I need to write that down too. So when you click on a card in battle, it's half the size now and doesn't take up the whole screen. And when you go to edit your deck and it's not perfect, PDCGL really hates your face. And take out a card, PDCGL freaks out because now it's invalid. So this was supposed to be the biggest update, right? This was supposed to be the biggest, best update in PDCGL history, and it was not. Wow, look at their side of the field. Their side of the field is not doing great. They're not having a great time over there. So I do have to lose my Rocky fighting, but that's fine because I'm knocking out all of their attackers. All right, there's a Boses. I guess technically I should go for the Genesect because I have a power weight. And then I can, yeah, we'll just waste the Poffin because we don't need it. Oh, I guess I actually should have grabbed the Roselia. Probably should have grabbed the Roselia. That was an oopsie in my pants. You know, we do oopsies in the pants sometimes. Sometimes it gets us in trouble. All right. I mean, I could just knock out the Genesect and then say you don't got it like that, right? And I just, go bite this guy. Go bite these nuts. And I can maybe save the Rocky fighting. Because I want them to suffer. I want them to suffer bigly at my wrath. I want you to suffer me now. I want you to suffer my wrath. That might be the Barbara Streisand effect. There's all of my power weights. All right, well, we took that. I'm going to give them a chancey to win here. There's my rare candy. Definitely need that. But yeah, was anonymous? It's the PDCGL dev, exactly. So it was supposed to be the biggest update, and it's just I thought they were turning a corner. I was like, oh my god, I'm finally believing in the PDCGL dev. This is so cool. They're fixing everything. The game is actually workable. We're happy now. And it's like, no, they made the font like 60% smaller for no reason. Landscape mode is tablet only. And ABJ, I got you covered. I did mix up. So when I said like Mega Slowbro might come out in September, that is a possibility that it comes out in September. Like it could be in the 30th anniversary set, but it's more likely coming out in October. Delphox. Delphox would come out in October. Slowbro would be in Pitch Black is the most likely scenario. And never let me down. That is true. I will have the preview video up on Sunday, so even if they don't announce anything else, I'll just make like a 5-minute video on Extra Drill. Because I always do it. And Clan Burglar, hey, never to let me down, hit 100 before you. But yeah, Pokemon Proxies hasn't done the proxy yet, so I won't talk about it. But yes, Extra Drill doesn't look terrible. I'm kind of more excited about the mill effect. Because Extra Drill can work with Heavy Baton. It's a mill effect. It's a metal type, so it can, not get butt sucked. Darkrai, I'm more disappointed in Darkrai. I'm more excited for Extra Drill than Darkrai, which is kind of funny. But this is the combo. Somebody mentioned it in the comments of the YouTube video, so I stole it and used it for a tweeter. I put it on Twitter, and everyone's like, hey, you're really smart for finding this. Wow, Pilot, you're really smart. Oh yeah, this is the new Hawlucha. There's no point to play this Hawlucha when you have Spiritomb. Like, Spiritom's just kind of a better version. Oh my god, bro, you gotta concede if this is what you're doing. You have to concede. Yeah, I posted this on Twitter, and someone replied, wow, you're really smart for finding this, bro. I can't believe you're so intelligent for finding this. You should be on the cover of GQ magazine because you're so handsome. All right, well, I just obviously bosses the Fez, and that's GG. And Eevee, yeah, I've tried to upvote all your comments or heart some of them. But yeah, so Eevee is exercising his right to show, to see like, hey, can I see my comment? Can Trust Your Pilot see my comments if I comment on a 5-year-old video? The answer is yes. FM boss? No, Lycia's, the downside to Lycia's is that it has to be a basic. But if you just play like accompanying flute and you just get Meowth and Latias and Fez, it's the perfect card. It's just one-hit KOs all day. So it's not perfect, but, you know, it is a card that I think we'll see at least one copy of with Mega Darkrai. And I hate this change. Oh god. I hate what they did. I also hate the fact that it's called Trials and Tribulations when that has nothing to do with anything. But they changed the name of Book of Transformation to Transformation Tome. The reason that I hate that change is that Transformation Tome is very similar to Puzzle of Time. So Book of Transformation, Puzzle of Time, they're very similar. Like you play more than one card. Tome. Yeah, Tome. So I hate it. Like, and the Trials and Tribulations, what does that have to do with anything? Well, Tome is a book, but like, no, it's like Puzzle of Time, Book of Transformation. I like the blank of blank, and like Puzzle of Time was very similar in that respect. Yeah, I use Monster Reborn. I use Transformation Tome to change Dark Magician into Dark Magician Girl, who I put in the wash, and now her skirt is much shorter. And now I've lost my dual disc is extra hard. All right, here we go. So yes, there is, I think, the Clam Burglar, great joke. You came up with that on your own. And there's no blinking light on mobile. Damn, mobile is the superior platform. So maybe I'll change the color of the thing, but that's... And then we literally... The one spice card was the rosas, and we prized the freaking rosas. But yeah, so that is that's the latest Chaos Rising card to be revealed. And I hate that they called it Transformation Tome. I hate that it's called Transformation Tome. I absolutely hate it with a passion. Why are my feet covered? I swear my feet weren't covered. Maybe I just got it at the right time yesterday. And get your predictions in now. There's a very high chance I win more than 12 games. And with Crustle tomorrow, or with Crustle, yeah, tomorrow. With Crustle tomorrow, it's going to be hilarious because we're going to be facing like all Dragapult tomorrow and all Lucario. And there's also, why is the do you want to go first lower than... It's so dumb. And there's also an Area 0 glitch on mobile now where if you try to go to landscape mode with Area 0 down, don't. There's new glitch where if you try to do that, everything breaks. Where are they playing? Ooh, they're playing Grimmsnarl. So this is a pretty even matchup, right? I'm not a... What do you mean? Mods ban Super Smash Kart for bringing that up. But yeah, so if you're subscribed to the VODs channel, there's going to be a lot more things happening on the VODs channel, like over the next very short amount of time, because I'm going to put all of my shorts that make sense on the VODs channel. And scenario. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I also don't like how they shrunk the cards. Like, honey, I shrunk the cards. Ooh, that's a good line. Honey, I shrunk the cards. Because, yeah, I'm just going to do, like, a rant video on Friday and apologize to everyone. What about the shorts that don't make sense? No. And I've also kind of decided I won't post nearly as much on TikTok. Oh, yeah, and they don't know how to fix the disconnect glitch, by the way. So that's kind of the basis of my... That's kind of going to be the basis of my rant video on Friday. Is just how they don't know how to fix it. Are they here? I don't think they're here. Oh, they are. Okay. Lucky helmet. Always wear protection when you feel itchy down below. Hey, this is from a long time ago. That's not Steam Siege. That's whatchamacallit. That's the thingy thing. That's not Steam Siege. That's the other one. It is... Oh, God. Why can't I remember what it is? Ancient Origins. I believe that set is Ancient Origins. Okay, this is perfect. We literally have the perfect hand here. The question is, how do I want to do this? So we have all of our Gabite. I guess I just... Ancient Orgies. I think I just forego the Spiritomb for now, and I just get a full bench of everybody. And now I don't bother with Rock Hurl. I don't want them to get 2 new cards. If I lose my Gibble this turn because they get Rare Candy, Grimmsnarl, everything, I think I'm okay with that. You were going through a complete Ancient Origin set today. I don't think there's anything good in most of the XY sets. I'm just basing it off of my PDCGO knowledge. I think if you go on PDCGO knowledge, there's the Meowth from X and Y that has like the coin on it that's worth a lot of money, but like that's about it. There's very few things that are actually worth money. Okay, this is insane. All right, we have our entire team is here. I just have to get all of my Gabite. We're going to be able to get a Garchomp. I'm going to have double Rose Raid. Oh, that Meowth is from Black and White base? Then my brain is fried and you should never listen to me. But I remember looking, because remember, when I first started up my YouTube channel, if you go back like 5 years and you don't mind terrible audio, like not even legible audio, I was going to say terrible, no, not even legible audio, I would highly recommend going to watch my old videos because I just opened hundreds of packs of every set and I gave all the cards away. I can't do that anymore. Oh, the Full Art Mega Ray? Okay, so there is one good card. So I'm doing a hundo. The question is, I mean, I guess I go for the Morgrim and just leave the Badoo alive. That seems like the correct call here because we're fully set up, right? I maybe should have saved the bosses for a Snow Runt because Frostlass can be kind of a huge problem in this matchup because, you know, a lot of your dudes have abilities. So you didn't see the first game against Alakazam because it was just kind of a train wreck for them. I absolutely just destroyed them. And Never Let Me Down says there's 10 different cards in Ancient Origins that are worth over $100. Then clearly I have not been paying attention. And yeah, clearly I haven't been paying any attention at all. Yeah, Watchtower and Rocky fighting, and they couldn't bump it. And the Alakazam player played the full game. So there you go. Listen to Never Let Me Down. They're a degenerate who pays close attention to that kind of stuff. And there's a Petrel, so I would assume they're going to get Buddy Poffin, would be my guess. And let me just whip it out real quick. So is this the Mega Ray that's worth $1,000? Because according to Limitless, it's only worth $300. I think you're all lying to me. And all the full arts and megas have shot up in price. That's just what happens with supply and demand. Yeah, this isn't going, they're taking way too long. That isn't ancient, that's Roaring Skies. Oh my God, I'm a fraud. I'm a PDCG, I'm a Pokemon trading card game fraud. Okay, let me get the Ray from Ancient Origins. I'm gonna go deep. We're going deep. All right, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be fine here, but that's not the one that's worth $1,000. This is the one that's worth $1,000. That's the one from Ancient Origins, and I was right. See, I don't have to pass no ink blot test to know. Also, I just win the game because Grimmsnarl is terrible. Like, isn't that insane that I just win the game already? Because they have no backup attackers. The only... Guess, hey, who has two big toes that they can fit in their mouth and prize double Garchomp? This guy. Who's got two big toes that fit perfectly in his mouth and prize two things. All right, so we have all of our things. Our entire deck is just playable cards at this point. I have to bust all over them, and then we just have an attack for next turn. Hopefully we don't get screwed over by doing this. Like, there is a chancey they just bosses and trap somebody, which is kind of fine. Oh my god. 2 of our last 3 prizes are Garchomp. Even when things are going perfectly, even when I'm facing a Grimmsnarl deck that is, you know, I'm just absolutely clapping their cheeks. You know, it's making a loud sound that the neighbors upstairs are going to be calling the super about, and then the super shows up and then joins in because, you know, I only got 1 free hand and they got 2 cheeks. You're going to need some help there. But I'm just clapping their cheeks so hard, and then PDCGL's just like, wouldn't it be funny if you prize 66.6% of your Garchomp? You know, we're going to make this easy on you, except for the fact that all of your cards are prized. You know, we're going to make roses your... Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. They're going to bosses. I told you they were going to bosses. Wait, they petroled. No more counter catcher for you, bro. Yeah, just play 4 of them. No, you're only supposed to play a handful of them, a footful of them. So the fighting reduction doesn't matter. There's Battle Cage. They are already out of this game. They were out of this game 20 minutes ago. I have 3 fighting energy in the discard pile, and that is not good. But this is just insane. Garchomp, if they can't do 400 damage, they are in such a rough position. And I can't even... Okay, I'm going to do my best to not pick the Garchomp. I think it's number 2 that is not the Garchomp. Yes! So our last 2 prize cards are Garchomp. I am that good at Pokemon cards that I can prize. I can see 58 cards and only have 1 Garchomp. That is how good of a Garchomp player I am, is that I can play a Garchomp deck with 1 Garchomp in it and destroy a Grimmsnarl deck. I'm not quite sure how they're expecting to win this game when they have nothing. You know, it's the last day of the ladder, so when you see this on YouTube, it won't be the last day of the ladder, it'll be a brand new ladder. But if it's this late in the game, just concede. You know, you're not trying to impress anybody. Just concede, bro. Just Cerebro. And I guess I just corkscrew dive because I don't want to attach to any of the energy. Because what could very easily happen is that they get judged, I get judged, I attach the energy in the wrong spot, or they stamp me, which is probably more likely because we haven't seen an ace spec. Yeah, if it's ever the last day of the ladder and you know for a fact you're going to lose this game, like, because look at my board position. I have 1 prize left. My board position is this insane. If the roles are reversed and we're doing some role play where our roles are reversed and I'm for the win, and oh, Poilet, your feet are so slippery, Poilet. Oh, I can barely hold on to them, Poilet. They're so slippery. So if you're ever doing like that reverse role play, just concede. Like, I know I always say give your opponent a good match if they're a YouTuber. You know, let them win, give them a good match. But it's okay to concede when the game is this far out of hand. And they're still going. They are still going. Do you lube your feet or is it natural? Oreo, for the win, got me a barrel of foot lotion for Valentine's Day. You know, you can order a full tub from Amazon and it gets delivered right to your door. This is getting a little ridiculous. Yes, you have the bosses, but you already played a supporter. I understand that you played Cedar Box to go get a supporter, but you played Petrol to get the Cedar Box, so you can't bosses anybody. You know, you have Yveltal to try and trap somebody, but I do have Surfer in the deck. I also have Power Weights, so I can extend the game. There is nothing you can... Oh my god. Can you please just... Please. You're wasting everyone's time. You know, I'm going to give you a thumbs down. You're BMing right now. You're BMing all over my face. All I have to do is attach an energy and the game is over. Yeah, I'm a true Michigander. I never want to visit Michigan because of you. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I never want to visit Michigan. 5 points to Gryffindor if they concede before it's my turn. I think for sure 5 points to Gryffindor. And there's Rosa's. Oh, the fact they didn't concede is kind of funny. So you know what? I'm going to do all the damage in the world. Yeah, what do you think about that, bro? What do you think about that? You just... More like you're Misha gone. Am I right? You're Misha gone. God, the fact that my last two prizes were Garchomp and I still just absolutely obliterated them goes to show you how good of a deck Garchomp is if you just get a decent start. Because once you get those Gabite into play, the game just kind of is smooth like my feet. And maybe I should get a command like that. And Mad Panda, I think I'll have like a command for that where I have like a silence command. You know, maybe I'll set that up right now. I was thinking about doing that just because, remember, when I'm only streaming, they block the feet. The only reason I stream is to make YouTube videos. Like, again, you have to think about it mathematically. Is there's 63 people here right now, right? There's 63 people. In one, like, this video will get at least 6,300 views. So the people here watching this video right now are 1% of the total views these games will get over the course of however long. And yeah, I guess I just put up the Spiritomb because that's probably going to get knocked out. But we also have a very good start. So you know what? Let's just go for it. You know, we're not going to prize everything. Well, we've lost this game. You are the 1%. All right, so I have a silence command. I have a silencio. I have a silencio command. Yeah, okay, bro, we get it. You have all the Murkrow in the world. Okay, this is a bit of a tough matchup, but it's definitely still winnable as long as I didn't prize everything. All right, so we have all our Rose Raid. We just have to get, yeah, Gibble, Roselia, and I think I put the Spiritomb down, right, because I might want to retreat into it. I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, wow, you need energy to retreat, though. You definitely need energy to retreat. So let's burn the Poffin. We'll get that guy out of there because I need to just thin the deck as much as possible right now. Let's get a Gabite. And yeah, I was going to win this game. Then I took an arrow to the butt. Okay, so the good news is that we're not going to lose the game this turn. I think I just have to give them a Spiritomb and let them knock out the Spiritomb unless they're going for like Giovanni or something next turn. But they do have to get rid of 2 supporters. They don't have a Porygon. But I don't have anything. All I literally needed to win this game, you just never Evo Garchomp here? No, you Evo the Garchomp, because then they have to get rid of a bajillion things, because they resist fighting, which is terrible. You know, I can get 3 Rose Raid, but even then I'm still doing 110 with Gibble, so I'd have to play with my PP. Right, because 30... Yeah, this is rough. Ooh, they got rid of Archer. Okay, Archer is good. Yeah, the power weights are key, but I have not found any power weights, like, ever playing this deck. All right, there's a Dong. I enjoy playing with Dongs. That's great. Let us go for Champion's Call. I hate the text changes they made. They are absolutely horrific. All right, well, let's go get another Rose Raid. As long as they don't have Giovanni KO, we should be fine. And I will play with my Dong just because I want to thin out the deck a little bit here. All right, so they're going to knock out the Spiritomb. Again, they have to waste 2, which is good for us. They do have to waste 2. And if I can maybe draw into a Premium Power Pro, we might be okay. So I don't think they're going to Giovanni because, remember, playing supporters in a Honchkrow deck means you have less supporters to use. They got the damn... I hate the damn selfie stick. Because I never hit with the selfie stick. They always hit with the selfie stick. Okay, they're going for a Gabite for sure. Yeah, for sure Gabite gets knocked out here. Okay, they're down a couple energy. They have to get rid of 2 supporters. They're probably going to find them. Of course, again, I'm playing the list that doesn't run Judge. I decided, hey, let's play Rose's Encouragement. That's a terrible idea. Don't forget about the resist. Oh, yeah, with Garchomp's attack, yes. I'm talking about with Gible and Gabite. If you don't want me to evolve Gible and Gabite, the only way I can do anything is by sucking butts. Yeah, I gotta save the boss for Porygon. I was just thinking, hey, if you want me to take a knockout with Gible or Gabite, that's when things get a little tricky. All right, well, let's get this guy. I think I have to Night Stretcher for the Gible back because that just allows me a little bit more flexibility here. All right, that'll go there. I can't use the bosses. I have to hunt Porygon. We're apparently never going to find any cards that we need. Okay, that is fine. Those are all playable cards. If they don't knock out my Garchomp this turn, I'm pretty sure we have... There we go. Oh, man. Yeah, we got to worry about that Porygon. The Porygon 2 is a problem. Well, actually, no. The Porygon 2 is not a big problem if they keep using Ignition Energy. Right? If they keep having to use Ignition Energy, that's the only way Porygon 2 is able to attack because it has a 3 energy attack cost. And that's just for Giovanni, so they don't have to, you know, mess around. It also thins their hand a little bit, thins their deck. Yeah, it really sucks. Without Arven, this deck really hates the loss of Arven because it used to be turn 1 Buddy Poffin plus Power Weight. Or sorry, no, it was turn 1 Arven for Poffin and TM Evolution, and then you have 2 Gabite, and it's just your whole rest of the game is figured out. Oh, they have to get rid of a lot here. Oh god, I have to do math. They have to get rid of 6. They have to lose 6. Their entire hand has to be supporters. Never mind, they have Team Rocket's Factory because I apparently forgot to put stadiums in the deck. They have to have 6. So 6 out of 7. 7? Well, 6 times 6 is 360, right? If I had the power weight, then yes, they would need 7. But 6 times 6 is 370, so they have a perfect KO. Yeah, and they're just thinning. But I am 100% knocking out this Porygon. And they probably shouldn't do what they're about to do because I will attack with Spiritomb. I will 100% be attacking with Spiritomb. I feel like they've made an oopsie. This is the problem with Honchkrow, is you have to get rid of your supporters. You know, you have to be very careful by forcing them to knock out 2 single prizers. Oh, they got the Miracle Headset. Okay, good. They have literally found every card they needed. Me, not so much. me no find good card. Is this better not be a freaking knockout? This is a knockout, isn't it? Please no. Okay, good. All right, so then we just retreat, attack with the Spiritomb, and remember, Spiritomb does not hit for weakness. That is what you have to remember, is that Spiritomb, no hit for weakness. All right, so there's Gabite. You bite these nuts, am I right? And then we waste the Pokepads. I mean, I guess I get that out of the deck. Yeah, they shouldn't have gotten rid of all of them, because there's no more Pal Pad, there's no more... We have Surfer, we have Hilda, we have so many things. All right, then I go Fighting Dong. I will attach to the Spiritomb. So I think in this situation, it is knock out the Honchkrow, right? I think in this situation, I do knock out the Honchkrow, because they're down 2 Giovanni. So I will Lilies, and then I'm just trying to find... Yeah, I'm just trying to find some cards. That's all I want to do is just find some cards. And... Oh, geez. Yeah, I guess I put the power weight on you, and then next turn... Really wish I hadn't Lilies there. I thought we'd get one bosses back. All right, but now we're forcing them to deal with the Spiritomb. Actually, should I put the power weight on the Spiritomb? Because that is 7. That'd be 140. They would need 3 instead of 2. So maybe that's what I should have done. And yeah, this is the other fun thing, is they should not have gone all in. They should not have gone Pokeballs deep. What they can't... Oh my god! Okay, yep, no, never mind. Well, they can't Giovanni, so they have to go for the Spiritomb. And then I do have Unfair Stamp somewhere. And PB, I will be making a rant video on Friday, so that should tell you how well the update has been going. You know, they did fix the card select glitch from what I know. You know, they're very proud of that, which is kind of sad. They didn't fix the disconnect issues. How'd I do 300? Rose Raid. Yeah, I had a moment there. You know, I was like Kelly Clarkson. I had a moment like this. You know, some people wait a lifetime, Lena, for a moment like this. But yeah, it was the Rose Raid adding 60 to it. And A-Swing. Well, I just assumed, oh, no, we're definitely going to get what we need. There's no way PDC Joe's going to screw me over like that, right? PDC Joe would never do that to me. PDC Joe would never not give me one of my 3 bosses or any of my playable cards. All right, so let's go Rocky Fighting on you. How the hell do we still not have a bosses? How in the hell do we still not have a bosses? All right. I think that's a retreat scenario here. Oh, geez. Yeah, let's play this to try to get a bosses out of the deck, because apparently that's what we have to do. God, this game is just... can suck my butt all day long. All right. Manderson, there's lots of things I'd like to do. There are many things I would like to do, but PDCGL stands in the way. I talk about this every stream, every YouTube video. The reason I make such dumb decisions sometimes is that's not a one-off thing. That happens literally every day. So let's do some hardcore math right. Oh, okay. So they got the Porygon. That's so 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Oh, they have to go for the damaged one. Okay, so that's fine. I believe that is their last. That better be their last. That's not their last Giovanni. Oh, good God. Can I please get the Unfair Stamp? Oh, we're going to lose this game because I couldn't find the Unfair Stamp. All right, so they're only doing 280. All of my dudes on the bench are a liability. I can still win. I just have to not lose. I can still win. I just have to not lose. It's very simple. All right, so we burn the entire hand. Oh, the Unfair Stamp is prized. Cool. Love that, PDCGL. I love that every day. I love every day how you screw me over every single freaking day. Okay, so the odds are higher that they have the other thing, so then I need to Corkscrew Dive. The odds are higher that they have a Team Rocket's energy. If their last prize is an Ignition energy, then we're fine. Ace Wing, I'm trying to do fun decks. I'm trying to do fun. Oh my god! I hate this game so much. Yep, they're gonna get it. Cause guess what? Guess what? They guess what I can't use now? Guess what card I can't, and they got the Giovanni. And guess what card I can't use? They got everything. Yep, there it is. There it is. All right. Yep. No, that's totally fine, PDCGL. We love that. We love getting screwed over, don't we? And PB, I'll talk about it in Sunday's video. Yes, I'm actually excited for Mega Extra Drill. There's no English proxy yet, so I'll have to wait on that. Okay, we're playing one more with the Roses build, because this is getting a little ridiculous. I want to use Roses once. Can I use Roses once, please? I've prized it, I think, every single game so far, so that's looking unlikely. Okay, Ace Wing, are you Clamburglar's alt? Yeah, every day I'm reminded why I hate this game. Every day, it's only trials and tribulations here with PDCGL. But Book of Transformation is not a good card. Right, Book of Transformation is, if you watch my YouTube short, you already know that it's just not good. Do I have it saved? Do I have it saved on my computer? I do have Book of Transformation. So the only decks that have used it are just decks to get rid of like a Meowth. You know, I don't think we're going to see it used that much. Okay, this is a matchup I played earlier and I lost because they judged me once and I sucked a butt. Yeah, Transformation Tome. So the only decks that used it were Alakazam and Zoroark, and the only reason they used it was to bump like a Meowth or a Fez or something. So this will be called Transformation Tome. This is about the best start we could have asked for. I'm going to use lilies. I know I shouldn't. I know that's kind of dumb to use lilies, but we should be fine. Putting 20 damage on the Riolu doesn't seem great. So we'll attach there. I really want to use the Pokepad. I could potentially donk. I could potentially donk them if I really believe that we get the 2 Premium Power Pro. But I'm glad I didn't do that because we did not get the 2 Premium Power Pro. So let's just get everybody out of the deck. We have Pokepads for next turn. In case they judge me, I cannot make any other plays. Right? Isn't there a supporter coming that does the same thing as Transformation Tome? Not Book of Transformation? Alright, so they will definitely knock out the Studio Ghibli. The Mega Brave will do a ton of damage. But, I mean, we've had supporters in the past. Like, there was Thornton. We had Thornton in the past. You know, we've had, what was the Nanu? That Robin Williams' catchphrase from Mork and Mindy. Nanu, Nanu. Kilometers? How old is Pilot for mentioning Mork and Mindy? I told you I'm a boomer. Jeez, I know Mork and Mindy and the Mindy Project. Jeez, I'm cultured. And there's the Aura Jab. All right, so I did play this earlier when I was testing. I lost. The only reason I lost the matchup is because they had everything. But if I can Lily's Determination into what I need, the game is over. So I have to do this in a very specific order. I go up with the Gibble with the energy. I could still potentially get everything that I need. So Pokepad, evolve this Gibble, then go get a Garchomp. That is insane. But I can't really win with only 2 Gibble, so that is a little concerning. I'd have to use the Night Stretcher. So that evolves. The rare candy, I regret ever mentioning a rare candy-less build of this deck. It's like Alakazam. When Alakazam first came out, or before it came out, I was like, hey, maybe you don't play rare candy because you want to evolve regularly. You just want to evolve through your regular means. You know, stick to the... Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and lakes you're used to. All right, so maybe I bosses the Makuhita. But the problem with that is that's stupid. The problem with that is that that's stupid, so I think I just go for Lilies and hope for 1 PP, 1 energy, and we win. We got the PP. We got Unfair Stamp, too. Oh, we got it! Oh, my goodness! We literally have... Get absolutely bodied, Lucario. Get absolutely bodied, and... Well, I mean, Roses isn't really going to play a part in this game anymore. But get absolutely wrecked. We're going to get rid of that Poffin. We don't need it anymore, because we have a single Gabite that will carry us through the rest of the game. See, this is what was missing. This is what was missing from my earlier game against them, against the Mega Lucario deck, is that they got the Judge at the perfect time. Well, I got my Unfair Stamp at the perfect time. I'm about to bust all over them. They're probably going to concede. If they didn't concede, Roses would probably make an appearance at some point. Yeah, see, if they weren't just going to immediately concede, but there you go. That is why I 100% believe you have to play Rare Candy, is you can just, like, I had a Gibble with a single energy on it, and then in the same turn, I was able to one-shot a Mega Lucario, because Draconic Buster's really good. You get off to a good start with this deck, so 100%, if you're not playing at least 1 Rare Candy in your Garchomp deck, you're playing it wrong. So that was Lucario with the Roses deck. All right, let's switch to the bad ones. Let's switch to the bad ones. And Apes Together Strong. What? I like the Naked Avatar glitch. All right, so we'll go for the Barber Rock. This is Barbarical with Lunatone Sol Rock. Because I'm not like other YouTubers. Okay, I'm not like other YouTubers who are boring. I'm a cool YouTuber. And yeah, I guess I should write that down. So Slowking plus Annihilate plus Boomer Energy. So just more issues that people have talked about. Ooh, this is a terrible start. Ooh wee. But no, the Naked Avatar glitch, I never want that to leave. Because remember, they made a known issues page and it didn't mention the Naked Avatar glitch. So that means it's working as intended. Because it's the longest running issue. It's been around since day 1. Yeah, so it's not an issue. Right? Yeah, we're 3-1. I think we're at like 1488. Ooh, this is Donker Clock here. Literally, as long as we didn't prize double Sol Rock. Donker Clock. Yeah, get out of here, Alakazam. More like Alaka crap in my pants. I probably would have lost this game if it wasn't for the donk, which is kind of funny. That's the funny part, is I probably would have lost this game if not for the donk. Because I would have relied on just top deck here. And Team Omnipoke, thank you for the raid. I apologize in advance for saying anything naughty, because I know you're a family-friendly streamer. So, you know, if your audience, cover your ears, you know, earmuffs. But I appreciate it. I'm also a huge fan of Pokemon proxies. I know there's some synergisticness. So just a huge thank you to Pokemon proxies for creating proxies. And yeah, the Naked Avatar glitch, it happens IRL sometimes too. That's why I'm not allowed to compete IRL anymore. Is because I play strip Pokemon cards. So this is Cassiopeia. And that is great. I'm playing the most basic heavy build. All right, well, let's this is a starting hand. They decided to go second, so I'm going first. I'm going to take the risk. We're taking the risk. I'm going for it. I probably shouldn't, but I am. Oh, this is perfect. The Grimmsnarl player thought they were being so cute. Oh, I'm going to be a Grimmsnarl player. Oh, crap. Actually, no. I think in this situation, I don't do what I was going to do. I was going to go Pokepad for... Yeah, we don't do what I was going to do. I was going to go Pokepad for a Solrock and then Fighting Gong for an energy. Like, I know I have Lilies, but it makes a million times more sense to just let them hit me with Badoo, evolve into Gabite, then Lilies. I think that's the smarter play, but it looks like they're not even going to do anything. They're not even going to Badoo anything this turn because Grimmsnarl is... You can suck my butt. All right, well, this is fine because one Barbaracle is pretty much enough. Oh, that's goated. Okay, so we're fine. I'm going to Gabite. I think we just go and get a Gibble. Thin out the deck a little bit here. If I get a fighting energy, I can just attach to the Binacle. That's fine. Ooh, we got it. Okay, so Gibble down. Power weight. Probably shouldn't have put the power weight on that now that I think about it. That was kind of dumb. Let's go for another Gabite. And then retreat. Play with my PP. All right, so if they get Rare Candy Grimmsnarl, I regret everything. But I'm choosing to believe that they do not have Rare Candy Grimmsnarl. All right, in my world, I also, you know, if I got an energy, I could have taken the knockout with a Gibble and double PPs. So in no way, shape, or form should I have done that move. But I choose to believe they don't got it. Oh, crap. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, no. Dark side, 1 Tarragon, 1 energy retrieval. Oh, God. Why do I do things? Why do I try to entertain people? Hey, Mark, you're the one who shouldn't talk now. Now who shouldn't talk? Now who shouldn't talk? All right, well, that's a spicy meatball. Okay, well, oh, they went for the Binacle. That's fine. Yeah, you want to hit the Binacle? Go for it. Okay, so we're going to have double Gabite. This is fine. You know, I'm going to judge them. As long as I can get an energy, we're fine. That's a Lilies. That's less fine. So let's just Gabite for Gabite. All I need to do is get an energy off the judge and the game should be over. Okay, there's Gibble. Please give me an energy. That is all I'm asking for is one singular energy. Well, I mean, I could have tried, but we all knew it wasn't going to happen. Okay, so that's... Oh, God, I'm going to do this again, aren't I? I'm going to split the beams here. Okay, we're going to split the beams. And we're going to do it this way. We're going to split the beams. Well, I'm just trying to justify making a YouTube video, right? That's the whole point, is I'm just going to... Like, I could just play the boring old 4-4 Rose Raid, 4-4-3 Garchomp, 1 Spiritomb. That's it. There's no other spice to the deck. I could do that like a boring person, or I could build Barbaracle Garchomp and see how that goes. And immediately regret it. Oh, wow. Okay, so they got Larry's skill issue. I haven't faced a single deck running like anything weak to fighting. And they did grab a bosses for next turn, but that's fine. So I guess because I'm pretty sure we have all the Gabite, right? I haven't seen a Meowth. I haven't seen a Kangaskhan. I think I saw 1 Fez, and it was in the funky matchup. And there's another power weight. That's good. But they have Monkey Dory, which is... Oh, I forgot to... Whatever. We're going to lose this game anyway. And I judge them into lilies. Well, they also have triple Monkey Dory, and I can't knock them out, so that's even better. Oh, geez. Alrighty. Let's go and get a Sol Rock. And then I assume it should be a Night Stretcher for an energy. Or I guess I can get a Gabite or something. Yeah, let's just try, right? Let's just try to win this game, even though I'm probably not going to. Well, that can suck my butt, can't it? I know they have a Gust card. So maybe what I do here is just retreat into the Lunatone and then try to tank with double Garchomp. Because I know they have bosses. I'm going to force them to play their bosses, or maybe they'll take the bait, and I can masterfully bait them here. But it's a situation. Don't be weird, Professor Oak. But it's a situation where I just kind of don't have it like that. Like, I'm pretty sure this is like a 60-40 matchup. I would say that Garchomp has a higher win rate in this matchup. It's just, you know, obviously everything went wrong for us. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there's the bosses. They're going for the Chompy Chomp. But, like, you look at this. Garchomp is just ahead of Grimmsnarl. And that is what I would assume is that, yes, it's slightly ahead of Grimmsnarl. Alrighty. That goes there. Air Balloon, this guy. They wasted their bosses. So I have Tarragon. But I needed to play with my PP. So let's go Lilies and hope. If we just get one more PP, we win the game. That is not a PP. I want to play with my PP. Can I please do that? All right, so let us Lunar Cycle. Hey, we got it. See, I'm the #1 PDCGL player in the world. I tell you this every day. All right, so we do want to attack with the active. I think that is very important to attack with the active one. Because it's going to take the... Oh, maybe I don't. Actually, maybe it's correct to not attack with the active, but I think I'm just out of gas here. Because I would have needed to save both premium power. Like, I needed to save 2 and 2, right? Because that knocks out a Grimmsnarl, because there's no Rose Raid in this list. There's another one that does have Rose Raid in it. So I think playing that premium power pro early is what cost me the game. Yeah, so we've lost this one, unfortunately. But, yeah, Mega Greninja. Mega Greninja was in 2nd place. Now it's not. Now it is in 7th place. But, you know, and they're playing Larry Steele against... Yeah, we've lost this one, unfortunately. Are they going to grab a bosses, though? That is the question, because we're still kind of in this game. If the Battle Cage can stick, but the problem is they'll just knock out my active. And Johnny, you're used to the YouTube... Yeah, you double tapped left on your screen. I double tapped left, but nothing happened. And, well, I have to attack with the active one. We can still win this one. It's just highly unlikely. So I should probably put the Binacle down just to draw an extra card. But don't forget, Beedrill is probably included in there. Okay. So I win this game. Because remember, they grabbed, what was it, Larry and... Oh, they grabbed Petrol and Snowrunt. Oh, Petrol and Frostlass. And then off the Petrol, they grabbed Spike Myth. So that's GG. Wait, no, it's not GG. Right? Because they're going to do probably... They're going to knock out the one on the bench, obviously. But they have to waste 2 Monkey Door. Oh, no, they're gonna hit the active now. But they don't have a backup attacker. And I'm knocking out their Grimmsnarl if I can find my final Premium Power Pro, I think. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, wow, yeah, so that's just a loss. All right, well, I think we've learned that in that matchup, this is bad. So we'll try it again. I'm not sure about this. Like, you need to, I was thinking about maximum belt. I think maximum belt over prime catcher is probably better. So I'll put in maximum belt and probably have to go to 3 bosses. You know, we have Ursa Luna with 443. Yeah, so I mean, everything's pretty monkey dory here. 1 Tarragon, 3 bosses. Do I cut the Pokepad or the Dong? Because I couldn't knock out their Grimmsnarl. I had no way of knocking out their Grimmsnarl. What card? I guess I just cut the 6th energy, and we just, because we have Tarragon and energy. Because I needed to take 4 prizes. All right, so it's Oth. Oth main Z. Draconic Buster only does 260, so they were going to leave their Grimmsnarl with 10 HP. So the issue is that their Grimmsnarl would have 10 HP left. I only had 1 Premium Power Pro left in the deck, so I would do 2 not. What the hell is this? All right, well, Binacle, it's all up to you, buddy. We're gonna have to double draw. Because they had 3 Monkey Dory, I did 70. They have 320, so it just wouldn't have been enough. Finally, GG, baby. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I was so freaked out there. I was like, oh my goodness, finally a Kangaskhan. And then the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. So we just have to go and get a Studio Ghibli. I think I attached the Rocky Fighting. Probably should have checked to see if I have double Barbaracle, but that's what a loser does. A loser would check their deck to see if they have double Barbaracle before committing all the uh-oh. All right, let's end turn. So if I didn't top deck the Lilies, I would have had to attach the Rocky Fighting to the Binacle and hope and hope that double draw really gets us out of it. But I'm pretty sure this is just GG. You know, they're playing. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. I've been facing Grimmsnarl twice today. One was a pretty easy win, I think, or was it a loss? I can't remember. Second one was a hard fought loss because I'm playing a version that doesn't have Rose Raid, so your premium power pros become very important. But I had to waste one early, which came back to bite me. Oh, this is perfect, because I was really ready and willing and able to double draw, but they were just leaving a Kangaskhan in the front. And I can knock out this Kangaskhan with it. Okay, chill, bro. I'm going to go up with the Gabite. I'm going to try and knock out this Kangaskhan with the Gabite. With every fiber of my being, I'm going to knock out this Kangaskhan with a Gabite. Press 1 if you believe. Press 1 if you believe that a Gabite can knock out a Mega Kangaskhan. So let's go for another Gabite, then I'll get a Gibble. I just love the Gabite engine. Just, you get 1 Gabite into play as a Garchomp player, everything is fine. Nothing bad can happen. And then I could also just bosses the Meowth, right? But that's what a loser would do. That's what we're one PP away. I just need 1 premium power pro. Okay, we can still. Oh my god, how'd we get nothing? How did we get? Come on, bro. Boo, PDCGL, boo. We could have had it. Oh, I prized 2. That would explain it. That would explain why we couldn't find any, because I prized them all. Fantastic. All right, well, let's air balloon this guy. Dragon Slice. Well, I mean, I can clean it up next turn with a Solrock, so it's not all bad. Like, imagine knocking out a Mega Kangaskhan and you didn't have to put a single multi-prizer into play. But they definitely have a Teal Mask Ogerpon in that deck somewhere. So I think I forego. Oh, no. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, Step Bro? Okay, if you're ever playing this matchup, unless they have a Wellspring Mask KO this turn, yeah, unless they have the KO this turn, and they go Gabite KO. Okay, they got it, but they have to lose all their energy, and I can just, you know, hopefully not lose. Oh, wow. Okay, they got it. They're fine. They got it. But putting the second Kangaskhan down seems very bad. So they definitely got everything they needed, but do I play Rare Candy is the question. If I play Rare Candy, we might be able to get something going here. Though I think if I top deck an energy, I just 100% bosses the Kangaskhan and then win the game. That's your key. Oh, I don't have the energy that I need. Wow, this is kind of bad. Do I have Rare Candy? I have a Rare Candy. Well, Spring Mask Ogerpon, I'm going for it again. Yeah, you heard me. I'm going for it again. I'm him. I am him. We're gonna get Rare Candy Garchomp energy. Okay, we're still gonna get it. I press 1 if you believe. I believe we're gonna get it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the Garchomp. We got this. We absolutely got this. Everything is gonna go my way. Okay, we absolutely got this. We're gonna get Rare Candy Garchomp off of the Lunatone. Easy. Okay, that's just mean. All right, and where were the power weights? Where were these cards earlier? Can somebody explain that one to me? Where were the power weights earlier when I needed them? Can somebody explain where the hell were the power weights when I needed them to not die? All right, well, I think this is still a Solrock turn. Because I can just, as long as they don't get a stupid Wellspring Mask this turn, we win. So maybe I shouldn't have retreated because now they can knock out Solrock Lunatone. Maybe that was an oopsie, because now they can just go Solrock Lunatone KO, but they need to get rid of basically all of their energy, right? They need to get rid of everything if they want to do this. They need to get, it's going to be so impossible for them to do it. You absolute butt face bumping your stupid damage Kangaskhan. What if they sob? Don't ask questions. It's not like we prized 2 Premium Power Pro. It's not like I used my maximum belt earlier. Okay. Oh, they're gonna sob the Barbaracle now? Yeah. They're wait at mods, ban spin drift. Ban spin drift mods. Get them out of here. Alrighty, so I have to. Oh wow, this is pathetic. Oh man. All right, this is gonna be fine. Everything's fine. Let us. Well, we know they don't have it, right? We know they don't have it like that. So what I can do is Tarragon. I can go for energy, Gibble, Gabite. I guess Gibble. Okay, that Gabite goes there. And then I shall Lunatone. That's pretty good. All right, then Rocky Fighting. Does that allow me to... No, it doesn't. It does not allow me to retreat, but it does make things happen next turn. So then in this situation, I got everybody. So the Rocky Fighting also prevents this. All right, we're fine. Everything's great. Everything is lined up for next turn. As long as they don't get the knockout, as long as they don't have Crispin, you know, double KO everything, they're Cyrano. All right, so they're probably going to go for Mega Lopunny or something. And then, of course, they'll knock out my Barbaracle and make me regret doing what I didn't do. And then I lose the game. But this is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Area 0 underpants again. There's the Ogre Pawn. Oh, God. Why didn't I accelerate the energy with Barbaracle? Oh, they're going to sob again. Okay, so they can't read. Good. Love it when people can't read. So in this situation... there's the rare candy. Thanks, PDCGL. All right, probably shouldn't have evolved that guy, but whatever. Okay? Whatever. So now what the hell do? I think we go Lunatone away the energy. There's another Boses. Let's get double that. So I'm doing 100 damage. I can knock out the Baniri, but I think the biggest threat is the Wellspring Mask Odor. Well, I mean, technically the biggest threat is that guy. This guy's obviously the biggest threat. So let's judge. And then if there we go. We got another power weight, baby. All right. It's not what I want to do. I really don't want to have to Draconic Buster stupid Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. So maybe I don't. No, I have to. And Lena. There you go. But I can already tell that I've made several mistakes this game. I'm just, I played a little too fast and loose. Let's put it that way. Right. Obviously, they're going to come up with the Mega Kangaskhan. I have my bosses. So I have game. Right. I have game because I have energy everywhere, which is bad. But I have bosses on the Lopunny. I can boss the Bunnyiri with Solrock, and then I can Draconic Buster the Kangaskhan. And Professor Oaks, thank you. All right, so there's no Crispin this turn. And they can't knock out my Garchomp, because even though it's weak to grass, it has no energy. But Ace Wang, welcome to the cockpit. I don't think there's any way. They can obviously Teal Dance, attach, energy switch, attack with Kangaskhan, or attack with Teal Mask Ogerpon. But I think that's all they can do this turn. I don't think there's any way they take a knockout. Because there's no Meganium. I have no energy. I think it's literally just... Do they have all different energy switch arts? Yeah, they're going for it. I gotta go for it. They had to go for it and just be like, I believe in the heart of the cards here. They should not have believed in the heart of the cards. So that's bosses on the Baniri. Boss the Baniri. Retreat into Solrock. And then Cosmic Beam. So I think we're in the most commanding position. I think this is exactly where we need to be, and we should get a... Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So this happened with the Remember when I played that game earlier where 2 of my last 3 prizes were Garchomp? Well, 2 of my last 3 prizes are Premium Power Pro in a matchup where I just need like 1 Premium Power Pro. I know I don't have the game like figured out because I still need to find bosses, but there's 3 bosses in the list, so that means there's 2 in the deck, unless my prizes are PPPP bosses, PPPP-BO. I am surprised no one calls bosses orders BO because like that's what it is. Yeah, it's not fun playing Kangaskhan flipping tails, is it, bro? All right, well, that's GG. The Barbaracle... Okay, the Barbaracle didn't help us win this game. If I was just playing a regular old Rose Raid build, Corkscrew Dive would be doing 190. So, yeah, Barbaracle, it's not worth it. Like, yes, you can Draconic Bust, and busting is really fun, but I can't recommend Barbaracle over Rose Raid because... Oh, we have the Night Stretcher. Okay, we're fine. So, yes, we tried it. It is not worth it. I do not recommend it whatsoever because the Gabite can find your Rose Raid. Finding the Barbaracle is tougher. Draconic Buster isn't that great of an attack either. Like, yeah, it does 260, but it's just, you'd rather have Rose Raid. You'd rather, take your time with Corkscrew Dive. I thought it'd be funny trying. I just thought it'd be fun trying Barbaracle with Garchomp and Lunatone Solrock. I think it's better if you really want to play Barbaracle, have a 1-1 line in your normal deck. So instead of a 4-4 Rose Raid, go to 3-3 Rose Raid and chuck in a 1-1 Barbaracle. And I think that's how you run Barbaracle with Garchomp, just 1-1. And Ace Wine, you'll pay it forward. Isn't that a Kevin Spacey movie? Shouldn't we not talk about that? And doesn't that one have a really happy ending? Isn't that the movie with a really happy ending? All right, so yeah, Barber Rock, you've been retired. Let's do Barber Raid. So this is what I was just talking about. It's the 1-1 line of Barbaracle. Oreo, hey, is this you? Is this a viewer? Oreo in a box. Give me a thumbs up if this is a viewer. And so yeah, happy ending. It's always weird seeing Haley Joel Osment just show up in like a random TV show or something. Like I watched Entourage, rewatched it, did not age well, by the way. Aged terribly. Horrible, by the way. But it's just so random seeing Haley Joel Osment show up and things like Haley Joel Osment was in Wednesday season 2 for like 2 minutes and then he wasn't in there again. Yeah, and he's in The Boys. He was in Entourage. He was in Wednesday. He was a serial killer in Wednesday for no reason. He just shows up randomly. That was a perfect cameo. All right, so this is Barber Raid. And yeah, this is what we kind of want to avoid. This is a petrol. Kyrie, what are you doing, Kyrie? Are you stuck in the washing machine again, Kyrie? Oh, that's real heartless, Kyrie. I think this is a loss. Right? I'm pretty sure this is a loss right now, and okay, well, these are all cards. These are all cards that exist. Is this the Grand Tree build? Is this? Oh, it's the Neo Upper build. Okay, well, I'm gonna go for Lilies. I think I lose this matchup. I'm gonna go for Gibble. We don't really need to worry about a whole lot. It's just getting set up is the whole problem here. So I think I just go for double Studio Ghibli. Don't bother with... I don't think I can bother with energy right now. And I know they're not going to judge me because judge hurts them. Most likely they're going to go petrol for trolley. Don't you hate it when you get stuck in the washing machine? I mean, my stepsister does it so much. You'd think she does it on purpose. And Jay Pringles, how does Alakazam go against Dragapult? They just knock out Dragapult and win. That is the whole strategy. That is the butthole strategy of the deck. All right, so my strategy to win this matchup is go back in time, play Unfair Stamp, and knock out this Genesect after bossing it. Wait, is Lena here? Yeah, there we go. So Petrol for Trolley, that's what you do. You're surprised the Aegislash deck hasn't gained more traction? It hasn't gained more traction. And Laddie, thanks you for the gifted sub to Poe Finn, the worst character in the new Star Wars trilogy, because he was supposed to die in The Force Awakens. Then Oscar Isaac said, hey, all my characters seem to die. Can my character not die? And they're like, okay, bro, but we have no idea what to do with you after that. Did they just whiff? All right, I'm going to put a power weight there and see what happens. I didn't forget someone who doesn't exist. All right, let's fail. Oh, wait. If I had one more PP, to play with, we would have gotten it. So in this situation, I think I go for another Gibble, and then I go double Roselia. I think this is the way, because we're about to lose so hard. I'm about to lose everything. And Avery, well, the reason you don't see people playing is because Trust Your Pilot uploaded a video a long time ago. You know, people play decks when I play them right away. They don't do it now. All right, so let's go for Roselia. Roselia. There's no reason. I do regret putting the power weight on the active. I just thought, you know, they wouldn't have everything this early, but obviously they do. I can do 70. I can't take the KO. This is unfortunate. We're going to need to rely on Judge. If I can't get Judge, I think even if I can get Judge, I just lose. Right? I'm pretty sure this is just a loss. Though they are playing a bit of a... They're playing the worst build, right? They're playing the worst version of the deck. Or I guess the most consistent if you get set up, right? If I just had a slightly faster start, we easily win this game. But it's because, you know, they go weaponized swords, they have it. Well, I can't take the knockout, right? I can't knock out Genesect. I can do 162 a Genesect, they can one-shot me, I'd have to get 2 energy on my dudes. So this is just overall a really bad matchup for us. Like if I had a slightly better start, then obviously I'm putting Binacle down, we're doing all the things, everyone's happy, everything's monkey dory, but that's not what happened. So let's go get the Rose Raid. To be fair, they are having a bit of a slow start. Like their bench is not hone edge. You might say their bench isn't very honed in. They need double the amount of hone edge that they have right now. All right, let's put this down. I think I prized 1 each of Roselia and Rose Raid. Battle Cage down, Corkscrew Dive. And yeah, I'm gonna have to do kind of a lot. There's the Judge. That's exactly what I need. Unfortunately, they can just reload. So hopefully what happens to them is what happened to me, and they just can't find any hone edge. But they're definitely going to be able to find hone edge, which is really bad. But if they can't find a hone edge this turn... Ooh, this is good. If they can't find a hone edge, the game is over. It's whether or not they can just find a hone edge. Because that was always the problem, was you have Genesect for your evolutions, but you don't have Genesect for your basics. Oh, yeah, they have to go Petrol for Poffin, or Petrol for Pokepad, or Petrol for... Yeah, or an Ultra Ball. Just anything they can do to get a hone edge into play, they have to do it. What? Okay. Not sure I agree with that. So how can I win this game? Judge does nothing. I don't have a power weight. They can easily show everything. They can show feet. They can show everything. I don't even think a power weight would be able to save me, because it's what? They'd have to show 7, and that's not that tough of a number. Yeah, like they have 6. They'd have to show 7. And PMC, I'm potentially going to do a Mega Guardy deck before Chaos Rising next month, which is less than a month away. And there's the Barbarical. Fantastic. So yeah, we have to take the knockout. I guess I judge them just to make their life slightly more difficult. But I would have needed a Binacle much earlier. So I think if we do this matchup again, I 100% Binacle. You can suck my butt, Binacle. Okay. Smooch him with 3 Wondrous Patch, and there's all the cards we need. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with Mega Gardevoir. It's just... that would have got me a Binacle. Two Monkey, two Prism. Those are definitely ideas. All right, I'll write it down. So for Mega Gardevoir... So Smoochum plus Wondrous Patch, Monkey Dory plus Prism Energy. Yeah, just because we did get Telepathic Psychic Energy, so technically I can revisit Gardevoir and it still fits within the parameters. There you go, and there's a Roses. We can put Roses in there, even though Roses is the most useless card in the world. There you go. See, Roses Encouragement, Telepathic Psychic Energy. We can do it, everybody. All right, I think this is an incorrect... Like, I know obviously they're in a tough spot and they don't have many options, but that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Well, you beat off a lot of people, right? It's not just that. You beat off everybody. So I think in this situation, I go Neo Upper. They don't have a backup attacker. I have to obviously knock out the Doublade. Let's go for the Binacle just to thin it out. And then I'll go get a Gibble so I have a backup dude. Because I'm pretty sure we have a rare candy that will be used at some point. The only hard matchup is Zoroark. No one's playing Zoroark. No one's that crazy. No one's that dumb. No one's out here playing Zoroark. All right, Doublade. I kind of checked out because I thought we didn't have this one. But it seems like they're playing not... Either they prized a bunch of stuff or they're playing like a not optimal version. Because you'd think they'd have it all. Right? You think they'd have it all? And you run 3 Colress and... Ooh, Colress and Grandtree. Yeah, there's Colress, Grandtree, there's Grumpig, Colress plus Grandtree. Yeah, like, I'll look at all the lists. Like, I have all my decks for this week set up, and then I'm thinking about trying some wacky decks. Yveltal box. Like the Toxtricity Yveltal box deck that I played. Yeah, I didn't think there was any chance we were going to win this game, and then we didn't. So what they shouldn't be doing is they should be attacking my Garchomp, because Garchomp is their win condition. Oh no, you 100% needed to attack with Metagross. There was no reason to do what they just did. That was an incorrect decision on their part, I think. Okay, so let's do this guy. And then I think I play with my PP a bunch of times. And then I will judge them. And then, of course, we don't get anything that we need. Of course, we get everything we need for next turn, but nothing we need for this turn. Oh, man. Well, I win the game next turn, so if they don't... Have we seen their ace spec yet? They got the team-up energy, so they're cool. Yeah, we saw Precious Trolley. That's correct. That's the correct ace spec. They need Doublade and 6 others, which is very likely because I couldn't find any of my other power weights, because who needs to find power weight in a Garchomp deck? Who needs to just naturally draw into power weight? Not me. Not this guy. If they get a Morty's, I think that's game. It's just tough to know what I mean, they're probably going to get Petrol. Petrol for... Petrol for... Oh. That's not a card you can use. Yeah, there you go. The Brock Scouting, because the cool thing with Brock Scouting is that it puts them into their hand. So now they can get a Hone Edge. I just don't know if they have it like that, because we know one... If this was Magic Arena, it would tell us what cards we know that are in their hand, because Magic Arena has the technology to show you known cards. PTCGL does not. We know one card in their hand is a boss's. They need to have 6 Hone Edge, Doublade, or Aegislash. I'm pretty sure they got it. Right, with triple Genesect. I'm pretty sure they just have it like that. Yeah, they definitely got it. It was probably the power weight was the difference here. Oh no! Oh no! This was your chance, Doublade. This was your chancey, Doublade. You could have shown the... I'm so sorry. I wish there was a... I wish there was an emote that could be like, I'm sorry. I wish there was an emote that was like, I'm sorry, because in Magic, when someone says oops, the game auto changes one of your responses to sorry. So it would be cool if there was an oops thing you could say, and then I could say in response, sorry, but instead I have to give them like a sarcastic thumbs up, and then I kiss the sky, or if I was a woman, I could fart directly in their face. All right. Well, the Barbarical did nothing in that matchup. Yeah, Rosas did nothing. Barbarical did nothing. None of the cards that I'm adding are actually doing anything. It's almost like Garchomp is better without all these random cards. And Julian, you read my mind. And Johnny, yeah, it's category wide, but you gotta watch Trust Your Pilot's video on how to redeem drops, because it takes forever. Okay, pretty good start. Pretty good start. And what do I think of Mega Extra Drill? I'm excited for it because it's a mill. I'm more excited about the mill than I am about the 330 damage attack, because the baby Metagross does the same thing. But I'm more excited for the mill capabilities and the stall. Well, not stall, but like just waiting capabilities. Right, like Hero's Cape, putting Hero's Cape and, you know, Wally's. Finally, our first Dragapult. First Dragapult of the stream. And people on Twitter, there was only a couple people who noticed that I called my deck Drappy on Me. You know, people were very happy. They were very, oh yeah, we've lost it. Oh yeah, this is just easy loss here. I am at a bit of a crossroads here, because we have an unplayable starting hand. I think I just have to do as much as I can, and I just need to bosses the Dreepy. Because bossing the Dreepy, they got at your Cloak. If they just have a Psychic Energy in their hand, they knock out a Gible. At the very least, if they can't take the knockout this turn, then that's good. You know, it buys me an extra turn. As long as they don't have Crispin. Oh god, they're gonna have Crispin. I don't mind if I get Badooed, because if they Badoo me, that's fine. I don't have an energy. So we win this game if I top deck. Oh god, never mind. Dragapult always has it like that. What did I do? I boss the Dreepy on the bench to protect my Gible. As long as they don't have a Crispin, we'll be totally fine. Oh, they have a Crispin. Good god. I'm not making another YouTube short, okay? I'm not making another YouTube short about Dragapult always having it, okay? That will never happen. I think I have another one going up in like a couple days. I will never do it again. Oh my god. All right, well, if I can just top deck a Gong or a Lilies or just one of my 6 or 7 or 8 energy, or, you know, a Neo Upper would be cool. Literally, half of my deck can get me out of this situation. So naturally, we'll top deck a bosses. And it won't get me out of this. All right. They're going to pay for this. PDCGL, I choose you. I am the developer of this game. Why else would I add a change where I zoom out the avatar so you can see their feet unless I'm the dev? Son of a butt. All right. Well, we're just going to thin everybody out, I guess. I'm going to go get another Gibble. And yeah, just hope. Kind of like we're in the same position we were last turn, except now they're going to have a Dragapult. Hey, there's only been gifted subs today. I just noticed that. Wait, yeah, there's only been gifted subs today. It's Professor Oak, Ace Wing, and View Laddie. Thank you, everybody, for the gifted subs. As long as they don't get a Dragapult and I top deck a playable card, we will win this game. And, like, what do you want the sub goal to be for Lapras EX? Because I can make a Lapras EX deck. I can maybe convince myself to make a video out of Lapras EX and just be like, I was forced to play this Lapras EX deck or something. Dragapult may be the BDIF, but what should the sub goal be? 110, but that's not good. I want to masterfully bait people. Yep, there it is. There it is. And this is why I'm going to focus on a couple fun things. Gonna be playing a couple decks. Eevee? Hey, I got it. Eevee, it worked last time. Every time I've done this in the past, it has worked. So I'm choosing to believe. But no, it's just, I was going to do it anyway. Just Eevee, I was going to do it anyway, but this way I can try to milk people. I enjoy milking people. Okay, this is just getting ridiculous here. All right, so Gabite. And then we go for another Gabite. We are out of Gibble. Fantastic. Great stuff. Press 1 if you want me to suffer. Press 1 if you want to watch me suffer, because we know they're going to have bosses. We know they're going to have bosses. They're going to knock out double Gabite. Press 1 to watch me suffer. Press 2 to concede and not witness what is about to happen. We all know what's about to happen. Press 2 if you want me to concede and ignore the bosses on my bench Gabite that's about to happen and the beatdown that's about to take place. You're all mean. I'm going to tell 4 the win on you. Yep, there it is. How could you have guessed such a thing? How could I have guessed that this very obvious thing was going to happen? And Lena, thank you. But you were too late. You know, you were not Remy Zero. Somebody did not save me. All right. Well, you know, if we're going to lose to Dragapult, at least we never stood a chance, right? If we're going to lose to a Dragapult deck, at least we never stood a chance. You know, my favorite type of Dragapult matchups are the ones where you don't even have a chance and you lose before the game even starts. How come no one's got bare feet? I demand feet on my screen. Well, actually, I have feet on multiple of my screens, but like this specific screen. I demand feet. That I don't. They don't allow that word. Lena, hey, you're a mod now, Lena. You can try and time out. Never to let me down. We can start a mod fight. And PMC Fool, I have decks. You know, I'm going to be playing Bronzong on Saturday, Crustle tomorrow. Oh, wait, what? Wow, that's, they screwed up the mulligan screen. I'm going to screen cap that and put that in my video. They screwed up the mulligan screen. Good job, PDCGL dev. Good job. You're great. Mulligan screen bug. There we go. Wait, what? Wait. I was too busy. Oh, right. They got them off the mulligans. Okay. They got them off the mulligans. That's what it was. Yeah, I was confused there for a second too. Well, we have already won this game, so I don't know why we're playing. Is this only a 2-2 Rose Raid? I thought I had a 3-3 line. Well, clearly we do not. Let's go Pokepad for a Binacle because we don't have any energy. There's no way, right? There's no way they have what they need. I'm just going to get the preemptive Barbaracle, and we're going to absolutely clap their cheeks. Wait, is this the slot box deck? Yes, it is. I would not put that Kangaskhan down. I would not put the Kangaskhan into play. That would be a terrible decision if you put the Kangaskhan down. All right, so we are getting punished mightily every single day of our lives where we don't focus on the rare candy build. Because I can't tell you how many times I've been like, hey, if I just have rare candy Garchomp turn 2, the game is over. Yeah, it's not slot box. It's God, I hate this game. I hate everything. I hate life. All right, so we'll Champion's Call for a Gabite to thin a card out of the deck. And then I will believe. I will believe in the heart of the cards. I'm not going to check to see if rare candy's in the deck, because that would mean I don't believe. All right, you only suck my butt. Suck my butt. All right, there's Fighting Gong. We have all the Gabite. I mean, they have no energy, so we're kind of fine right now. So let's go get the Roselia. I can play with my PP. So if I just go for another Gibble, right? Yeah, we just go for another Gibble. We're fully set up. The question here is, am I going to attach this energy? I think I have to attach the energy. And the reason I think I do is because they're clearly trying to do a Claw of Darkness. And I don't really have anything going on, but they're going to Claw of Darkness. They're most likely going to get rid of my Fighting Gong with Claw of Darkness, but I knocked them out with Draconic Buster. So I can just bust all over their face, and they'll be really happy. The issue is, yeah, there's Crispin. They probably have a Darkness Energy or an Energy Switch to attack with this guy. If they get rid of my Fighting Gong, I'm going to have to put a little bit of damage on the Mega Absol, which is theoretically bad, but remember that Rocky Fighting prevents all effects of attacks, so they can't period all over me. Oh, they did nothing. Wow, that was a rough turn from them. You know, call me a rock because that was a rough turn. Huh? Get it? Because rock. Oh, why didn't I get a Gabite? Doesn't really matter, but I should have grabbed a Gabite. All right, so this should be a winnable game. There's no way I should lose this game because I have energy. I have Night Stretcher. I have Butt Scratcher. We have Rose Raid. We have everybody. Literally everyone is here. This is the Smash Bros. Ultimate of hands. And I'm just going to take the KO because I can play with my PP. And playing with your PP is fun. So let's go Fighting Gong. Get the energy. I'm going to preemptively attach for Draconic Buster. But I'm still going to use Corkscrew Dive. The reason I'm still going to use Corkscrew Dive is because I can play with my PP. And playing with your PP is always fun. And just because I want to draw cards, because yes, I want to have a Battle Cage to bump their area 0 so they can't use it offensively. But I think I'd rather draw like a Judge or a Bosses in this situation than stop them from having area 0. But this is why Garchomp is in such a good spot, is because it's a fighting type, weak to grass, not psychic. And yeah, they're going to go for Claw of Darkness. I didn't leave a bench spot for Spiritomb because I was like, hey, let's put Barbaracle in a deck with Garchomp. There's a good idea. Yeah, just play Rose Raid, just play Spiritomb. Don't bother with Barbaracle. Draconic Buster. I mean, just Corkscrew Dive. Don't worry about all that other stuff. Just Corkscrew Dive and then Draconic Buster when you can. All right, so they're going to Claw of Darkness, 2 hundo, get rid of a card from my hand. Okay. Do they realize that I don't care? This is another great... Oh, wow. This is another great thing about Garchomp is, oh, no. You're hurting my hand. You unfair stamp me. Well, as long as I have a Garchomp with an energy on it, we're fine. And I think they're realizing that they can't win this game. You don't automatically lose the Ogerpon matchup. It's just, you know, like maybe 90% of the time you lose. So, like, it's not great. But yeah, let's just attach to this guy. Draconic Bust. Full 290. Easy dubs. So I was going to say, the only way they can win this game. No, the game is over because Garchomp is... I prize 2 power weight. Oh my god. The Barbarical did nothing. I prized 2 power weight. I still absolutely bodied them. Because so many decks are playing Mega Kangaskhan to, you know, play the game, and Meowth to play the game, and Pheasantipity to play the game. So being able to play a fighting type that's weak to grass, that draws you cards, is just really good right now. All right, let's play some Grand Tree build. Let's play a Grand Tree build. All right, 1503. Oh, wow, thank you for the flashbang, PDCGL. Love that. 3 screens to get your 100 crystals. I'm going to put that in the rant video. 3 screens to get 100 crystals. Grand Tree, Lumio City? Nah, Grand Tree. King of Gohan. Okay. And Oppenheimer, I did. I made one last year. I'm trying to play good decks this year. You know, I'm turning over an Animal Crossing new leaf. I'm trying to play good decks this year. Great start, by the way. Let me see. Do you think I have a Mega Heracross image on my screen? That was from... Was it from Phantasmal Flames? Hey, it was. I just love it on my computer. So Juggernaut Horny. Wow, yeah, they broke the mulligan screen. Good job, everybody. You broke the mulligan screen. Congratulations. And Evie, thank you for your continued patronage of my old videos. Another Meow start. People are getting screwed today. But, you know, Mega Heracross, it's fine. There's nothing that you can really take advantage of. Like, maybe you could play Growing Grass or something, but that's about it. No, it's Lapras. That's the thing, is it's supposed to be Lapras. The good news is that we're in this game. The bad news is that we're not really in this game. Okay, so I can go get a Gibble. I need to save the Pokepad for Gabite. They could technically just win the game this turn, which is really bad. They could technically win the game next turn, which is terrible for us. But I'm going to do a hot 40, and I pretty much can't knock out the Meowth next turn. But if they just go Academy at Night, Slowbro, Energy, Kyurem, I lose. And that's really bad. So they need, what, a 4-card combo off of a Lilies to 8? There's one. It needs to be Slowking, Energy, Academy at Night, Kyurem, or they could forego the Academy at Night and believe in the heart of the cards and just hope the top card of their deck is a Kyurem. Ah, that would have been the craziest finale there. Ooh, okay, well, I can still lose the game. can still lose the game. Believe it or not, the game is not unlost yet. We still have a chance to lose. Because they can just knock out triple Gabite. Yeah, that's not good. But I am knocking out the Meowth this turn, which is hilarious. But actually, maybe I don't want to do that. Right? Maybe I actually don't want to knock out the Meowth this turn, because then they can activate Pheasantipity. So I think it makes a lot more sense to just hold my butt cheeks right now. If I can just hold my cheeks, we should be better than fine. Yeah, we're just going to hold the cheeks. No cheeks will be clapped. No cheeks were harmed in the making of this YouTube video. So yes, I understand that if I went for Rose Raid, I have the knockout on Meowth because that would have been 60 extra damage, 180 total. But if they just go Slow King, they just need Academy at Night Kyurem now, and they win. So they get a 2-card combo. If I give them 3 extra cards, that makes it slightly easier for them to do it. So this is a rare situation where being a pacifist who's into water sports. Oh, see? I would have lost the game. I literally would have lost the game if I knocked out the Meowth, because they would have Cypher Maniac Kyurem Academy at Night on top. And now it's just, oh, never mind. They did get it. Oh, right. They have Cypher Maniac. Right. So I did lose the game. So I'm like a pacifist who's into water sports. I'd rather be pissed on than pissed off. Am I right? All right. What if we top deck a rare candy, though? What if we just top deck a rare candy? Wouldn't that be cool? We could still get like a petrol or something. Ooh. Here we go. We got the petrol. Petrol for rare candy, GG. Petrol for rare candy, GG. Oh, Grand Tree. Same thing. All right, as long... Oh, no! I think I'm out of Gabite! Aren't I out of Gabite now? Oh, that was so close. That was so close to being a loss. Oh, no, wait. It's still not great because I'm only doing 70. And I don't have a Rocky Fighting. So they can use the Annihilate and take a double KO, which is really bad for us. What do you mean accent jokes? You'd be hair across. I think they win this turn, don't they? Yeah, I'm not a fan of Grand Tree. Grand Tree can suck my butt. Because the thing I don't like about Grand Tree is that your opponent can use it too. Right? At least with Prism Tower, it's not like a, hey, you get a free stage 2. It's hey, you lose 2 cards and now you have to play your cards correctly. Right? At least with Prism Tower, it's not like, hey, just go get your stage 2s for free. For free? Did they just have to attach a telepathic to get a Slowpoke to not lose the game? Good God. I mean, I'm still going to win because I'm amazing at Pokemon cards. But I need to get a Rocky Fighting, and I don't think there's any left. I don't think I have any Rocky Fighting energy left. Yeah, that's 2 in there. Okay, so that's gonna go there. Fighting Gong. What else we got? We got we got that. So I have the Slow King KO if I want it. I can... Fighting Gong. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If I can... Oh, no, maybe I should have... Oh, Forest of Vitality. Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah, we got Forest of Vitality in this deck. So let's Pokepad for another Roselia. No, let's go for a Rose Raid just to have less liabilities on the side of the field. All right, so I know that I high rolled it because I knew the game wasn't going to go on the YouTube video because they were just we were sitting on the razor's edge, the Ninja Gaiden 3 razor's edge of if they just get a Kyurem, they win the game. So I knew I could turn off the YouTuber voice. Didn't need to use the YouTuber voice because we can just turn that off so I don't have to fake it for the YouTube audience. Because the YouTube audience, they don't like my original voice, oi? Oi, mate, they don't... Well, you got a problem with me, bruv? You don't like my original voice, bruv? What the hell is the Kangaskhan doing here? Am I going to win this game? Because they have to pop the Dusknoir. Right? They have to pop the Dusknoir to make room for another Slowpoke, or else the game is just kind of lost by them, which seems like a terrible, terrible decision. Okay, do you got it like that? Do you have the Primeape? But if you use Primeape to take the knockout, that's really bad. The Kyurem can't do it, because I have double Rose Raid. I have bosses on your Slowpoke. Like, do they have... They retreated. Yeah, that's... I gotta give you a what face on that one. So that's bosses on the Slowpoke. And then we'll put Roselia, Pokepad. And then Roser Aid. And sure, let's Fighting Dawn. Do we have any switch cards? Oh, I do have two Rocky... We've had two Rocky fighting this entire time. Who knew? And then it's just hunt the Slowpoke. Like, they have to put two Slowpoke into play, or else they just 100% lose the game. And I do kind of need like a Night Stretcher or something. Night Stretcher will be pretty great right about now. You know, you got any of them Night Stretchers to get a Gabite back? Because I don't play Rare Candy, it's Grand Tree. But this is one situation. Again, I don't think Slowking is going to be playing Book of Transformation Tome. I don't think it's going to play Transformation Tome. But this is one of the situations where you think it would come in handy. Is, oh, I have a board that's clear. I have no Slowpoke on my board. Mega Diancie. There's no Slowpoke on my board. And I am super duper bored. Because, and then you just book a transformation, right? No, PB, no one plays the Milotic. The Milotic is terrible. So you could turn your Latias or your Meowth or your Pheasantipity or your Kangaskhan into a Slowpoke and then evolve into it, or you can turn your Mega Diancie. So book a Transformation Tome opens up a lot of avenues, but not the best ones, like not the ones where there's Ladies of the Night. Oh, they got it. They absolutely freaking got it. They do have to get rid of both energy on their dude, though. Yeah, so they got it, but they're all out of energy. And if I can just find a Gabite, that's it. Just find it. And remember, if I had found a Power Weight, if we didn't prize all of our Power Weight again, we would be totally fine too. But we prized all the Power Weight. And so that goes there. Poffin. Sure. I do have a Night Stretcher. We can still win this game. The game is not out of reach yet. And yeah, let's Pokegear, just get that out of the deck. There's Colress's Thicacity, which we don't want. I think I put the Power Weight on you. I have to judge. I don't want to. I have to judge. There's not really another option here. It has to be judge and hope. And I should not have done that. But we do have Petrol for Night Stretcher next turn. And I'm still doing 80 damage to a Diancie. Still doing 80 damage to Diancie. So I'm pretty sure that's GG. I'm pretty sure I don't stand any chance Diancie. Why would you give me the Fez? You give me the Meowth. You give me the Meowth because then you can draw cards. But now if I knock out the Fez, you have to have a Night Stretcher. All right, well, let's go. Oh, don't be bad. Don't be a bad pilot. Don't be a butt pilot. Then we go for Gabite. Imagine putting 4 to bite in the discard pile. What an idiot. All right, and then... Sure. And I guess... I know they're going to go Fez, but they have to get a couple things. Like, obviously, it's risky knocking out the Fezandipity, but they could easily just top deck a Lilies and get Wonders Patch energy, and I lose anyway. And I also would have needed a Bosses to win, because they're a Bosses and like a Blood Moon Ursa Luna away from winning. Okay. Was not expecting a Boomerang energy on a Mega Diancie today. That doesn't matter, because we got Champions Call, baby. Press 1 if I'm going to win. Press 1 if I'm going to win this game. Press 2 if I just got my next power weight. Uh-oh. They got it. They got it. They got it. Because it's Cypher Maniac for Wonders Patch, Energy, or double Wonders Patch. Wouldn't it be cool if I got one of my power weight at literally any point? Wouldn't it have been cool if any of my power weight showed up at any point? Wouldn't that have been fun? If Trust Your Pilot got a power weight at any point where it actually... Why don't you just go for the energy? Oh, because they attached the boomer. Oh, they attached the boomerang energy. Oh, why would they do that? Why would you attach the boomerang energy? Oh, no. Why did they attach the boomer energy? Oh, no. How did you lose this game, Gohan? You had this game from the beginning. Yeah, one. Oh, you had it from the very start, and then you blew it. Yeah, I don't like Grand Tree. Grand Tree can suck my butt. Let's go to Let's go to a much worse stadium. So this is a Neo Upper build with Lumio City. And Problem Child, I mean, at $32 adds up. It does add up over time. So this is the Lumio City build. Lumio City. But yeah, I mean, we can talk about YouTube revenue later. But yeah, just YouTube Shorts. It's so funny because I look at my analytics and it says like, hey, Trust Your Pilot, you're doing great. Your views are, you got over 1 million views. You're the best YouTuber in the history of the world. And then I go to look at my revenue. Your revenue is the same as it always is. You have 1 million more views than you normally do. Great job. Okay, how much more money did that make me? $0, because shorts make nothing. All right, this is fine. I don't mind playing with my dong. But if you're one of my, let me check. How many followers do you think I have on? Ooh, this is a good, without checking, how many followers do I have on TikTok? I'll give you my newsletter code, which has 3 packs. How many followers do I have on TikTok? And Professor Oak, thank you for the gifted sub. But I think you need to have 10,000 followers to get monetized on TikTok. So I'm just going to like not keep posting there. It's closest. It's just closest. And yeah, I'll probably end up playing Lapras. I just like to pretend like, oh, hey, you got to give me. This is the 3rd person who started a Meowth against me. I have TikTok because it's about extending your reach to the stars above. Well, there you go. So Grebulon, you were correct. Or you were the closest. It's 684. So congratulations, Grebulon. The code is yours. Why did I follow you? Well, I am now following you, Grebulon. There you go. There is a free code. Yeah, Lapras, the new Lapras EX, the best card in the set. Yeah, 684. I'm never going to make any money. Like, I have lots of likes and I have thousands of views, but I ain't interested in that. Okay, this is a bit of an awkward start. I think I just go for the Gibble. And, I mean, they have a Makuhita, which isn't great. I can't knock out the Meowth. I think I just Rocky fighting this guy, and then I save Surfer for next turn, and we just kind of play from behind. I could have bossed the Makuhita, but they're not going to leave that Meowth in there for very long. And yeah, we don't got this one. This is going to require the best Surfer in the history of Surfers. I'm going to have to waste my PP. I'm going to have to attach the energy to somebody. It doesn't really matter who, because I'm going to hit into the Lucario. So I have to play with my PP. I have to attach the energy. And then I have to hope that we get some playable cards. We want to play from behind. I always like getting behind people and playing with their decks. Oh yeah, they're powering up the Makuhita. So just pretty much every game I've played with Garchomp, I've wanted Rare Candy turn to Garchomp. Okay, well, there's what we want. That's great. How many Roserade? Oh, I have 0 Roserade in deck. What the hell? Oh. Yeah, so there's no Rare Candy in this list, which is what I would much, much prefer to have. So we evolve this guy. I'm going to unfortunately have to sacrifice a Gabite, which is okay. Ooh, we prize the Gibble. This is concerning. So maybe I go into Roselia and just hope against hope they don't got it like that. I mean, sure. Let's Surfer into Roselia. I know that we're not gonna... Yeah, that was never gonna work. PB, well, there is no Mega Beedrill, right? There is no Mega Beedrill, but Beedrill should count everything with Beedrill in its name. We'll have to wait for the official... Yeah, there it is. Not surprising anybody. So it'll be dependent on how they word it. So if they word it, this attack does 110 damage for each Pokemon you have in play with Beedrill in its name. That will change things, but if it's just this attack does 110 damage for each Beedrill, including Beedrill EX, that means it won't include the Mega. So it just depends how exactly it's worded, and we might just not get Beedrill EX. All right, well, we have a terrible hand. This is horrible. Oh, never mind. We want a Champion's Call for a Roserade. Because it is possible that I knock out the Garchomp this turn, I think. I think there's a slight chancey we can do it. And I think the only way I can win this game is if I go double KO, double Mega Lucario. Well, that's not great. Yeah, Pokepad for that, I guess. And I can't bust all over them, unfortunately. And I'm never finding power weights with this deck. It's so weird. Just, oh, you want to have a power weight? Well, it would suck if you couldn't. So all they need is maximum belt or maximum belt PP or double PP. I can pretty much guarantee you Days of Rain, yes, I understand. But I can pretty much guarantee you this will be my day 1 Chaos Rising deck. I'm not going to do Mega Greninja first. I'm doing Beedrill. But yes, Gazer Beam, it's probably getting knocked out. But it's just so, look, oh, are they going to... Okay, I would not have Harry Mama'd me. That's a choice. Going for the Roserade is absolutely, but I guess they just don't have energy. That is absolutely a choice. No, it's not going to be Mega Pyroar. Mega Pyroar is, I'm going to wait as long as I can. Mega Pyroar, no, Gazer Beam, you might notice that something is missing. You might notice that I'm missing some things from my side of the field right now. that would be really useful in a situation like this. Are you freaking kidding me? I have to Draconic Buster this stupid Mega Lucario? I mean, I could go for the Meowth. I could go for somebody else, but I think I have to bust. Because, I mean, I have the Neo Upper. We could get a Gibble off the prizes. It's not ideal. Well, we didn't get anything. And Daisy, I'm excited for Mega Extra Drill. I think it could actually be playable. It's just we don't have a proxy yet. Yeah, I will probably do a Mega video, like all the rotating Megas, because at least they're somewhat interesting, but not really. But yes, I'm excited for Mega Extra Drill. The video will be out on Sunday because I need to bait you. They are not expecting the Neo Upper. They are not expecting me to hit him with a Neo Upper here. So if I can get a PP, if I can play with my PP. Oh, that's a Gabite, though. So I have a Gabite. Gabite these nuts, am I right? Am I knocking... Do I knock out a Meowth if I... Can I... I'm doing 80... I'm 10 short of a Meowth KO. But you know what I'm not short of a KO on? I'm not short of a KO on this Riolu. So let's go Retreat, Gibble, Rocky Fighting, take the KO, knock out the Riolu. I don't know. I do my, reveal videos on Tuesdays. Or sorry, Sundays. Not Tuesdays, Sundays. I save my reveal videos for Sundays unless it's like, the reveal that happened last week. I knew they weren't going to do more. So I just save all my reveal videos for the Sunday and we just see what happens. If it's just Extra Drill, I can make a short video. Meowth is weak to fighting, but I'd be doing 80 damage with Gibble. Because it's 20, 50, 80. So it'd be 10 damage short. Because I know math. Funny thing is, I can still win the game. Even if they knock out... Aw, crap. Actually, no, that's fine. I can still win if I just get bosses... crap. Well, I'm... Oh, wait, why are they... Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. We're gonna lose, but it is interesting. They have Aura Jab. I guess I just have to hope they don't have bosses now. Because they judge me at the right time. This is exactly what happened in my test game, is they judged me at the right time and I got nothing. And there was the Gabite literally right after. And wow, I prized a bunch of things. Or no, I lost a bunch of things, I guess I should say. So we have everything except Gabite or Gibble. We have so many things that are not Gibble. First ever time I've used Lumio City. There's nothing in the deck, but look at how many supporters I have. If I can top deck a bosses, we win. If I can top deck... I think I can only win with bosses, and they probably have a bosses. Yeah, with the fact that they have Lunar Cycle, I'm guessing they're going to get a bosses. But I can't believe we won that Slowking game. That was kind of nuts. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. You have game if you have bosses. If you have a... So they would have won if they didn't start Meowth, because this Ultra Ball would have been able to grab Meowth bosses. There's a Wally's, don't matter, because Wally's can suck my butt. And I'm really upset that we're getting Mega Delayed instead of Mega Slowbro. It's the stupid way they handle gym promos with the Pokemon Company International. It's like, oh, we've waited on Crocodile, we've waited on Adversity Policy, we've waited on, Mega Delayed, which I think came out just before Mega Slowbro. But you got to look at the tournament results. in Japan, Magda Slowbro is putting up numbers. It's clapping cheeks. Boss's orders, top deck, GG, shake my foot. Damn it. I don't think I can win. I don't think there's a PP. If there's a PP energy. Yeah, no PP energy. No PP. We can't play with the PP. Sad face. BB, didn't you? I've made 2 videos on that. One on the VODs channel, one on the main channel. You already know the answer to that. Yeah, okay, thank you, jumping up and down. Yep, you just created, jumping up and down shook the table and created an irreversible board state. You've received a match ban. You've received a ban. But let's try my wackiest creation. Trust your pilot's wackiest of wacky creations. What if we played Garchomp with Moltres and Monkey Dory? What if we made the dumbest deck you've ever seen? Wouldn't that be awesome? Well, no, for funny you mentioned that. We actually did get a Rellor in the Rabsca EX set. You're thinking of Garganackle. Garganackle didn't have a Knackly or a Knackle stack. The Rabsca EX did actually have the Rellor, which is dumb, but the Garganackle EX didn't. And if you didn't know, Garganackle EX is no longer in the format. What the hell is this starting hand? All right, well, we don't have any fighting energy. Oh, this is, oh my god! Oh my god! Are you kidding me right now? This is hilarious. As long as I didn't prize Moltres, we win the game. Good one. Good one. Okay, as long as we didn't prize the Moltres, I mean, YouTuber voice loading. God, this, who at the dev team was like, hey, what if we added a constantly flashing light that you can't get rid of? That's a great idea. So it looks like they think they're untouchable here. I can touch you now, Harry Potter. I'm like 13, bro. But I can touch you wherever I want. I'm Voldemort, I'm evil. I can touch you anywhere, Harry Potter. Ooh, your skin feels so silky smooth. What lotion do you use, Harry Potter? Your skin, I can touch you all over. As long as I didn't prize the Moltres, we can win this game. We didn't prize the Moltres. Okay, so let's go for Gibble Badoo. I want to item lock them. They're gonna have no, when they see this darkness energy, they're gonna be like, what the hell? This isn't Garchomp. What is this? Okay. Was not, oh, this is hilarious. Okay, so they went and grabbed a Dawn. So that must mean they have it like that, right? That must mean they just have it like that. So I should put the battle cage into play. Because like, what are they went and grabbed a Dawn. They went and used Last Ditch Catch to get a Dawn. So that means they have a forest. Right? I don't think you do that in any situation if you don't just have the forest in your hand. So then I need to save the Nighttime Mine for this next turn. If I didn't think they had a Forest of Vitality Dawn, then obviously I put Nighttime Mine down, made their life a little bit tougher. Oh, they're going to go Noctowl. Yeah, so that's the same thing. They're going to go probably Teal Mask, Ogerpon, Noctowl, Meganium. I always thought that for some reason, oh yeah, oh, Fez. Okay, wait, what? They went for Fez. So then, again, they must have the forest. There's no way you're leaving your Bayleaf just to chill there. Oh! They're regretting, they're thinking like, oh, this is This is not going to screw me over. Okay, so we go into the Funky Dory. I think I just... Oh, crap, but their hand is so terrible. Their hand is just Meganium something, right? Their hand sucks. But I kind of need a Gabite too, but again, their hand sucks. It's just such a weird situation, because if I judge them, I could give them a Noctowl, and if I give them Noctowl, they get everything. They didn't go and get a Noctowl off the Dawn, which makes 0 sense, unless they prized it. But this, we need justice for Dawn. There needs to be a Dawn of justice. Oh, I should have judged them. I should have judged them. All they have to do now is attach, retreat. That's it. All they have to do now is attach, retreat, and that's it. Okay, I was really worried about that Arboliva, which is the worst way to say that. Okay, so we go that there, Nighttime Mine. The Arboliva is really bad unless I can get a Power Weight. If we can just get another Power Weight, we'll be fine. Ooh, baby. Okay, we don't have a Power Weight, but we do have Double Gibble. And I do have a Garchomp, so that's really good. I'm not going to expose my toes, because you got to pay extra for that on my only feet. We go for Gibble. And... yeah, I mean, I know they can take 2 prizes with Arboliva. Right, I understand that. We're not going to show them the Spiritomb. I'm going to show them the Garchomp. This could be interesting, because I play the Moltres specifically for what's about to happen. The problem is, well, the good news is they can't attack with Arboliva and retreat in the same turn unless they have an Air Balloon. The only way they can attack this turn without some shenanigans is with the Ogerpon. And if they attack with the Ogerpon, guess who can bust all over them? Oh, I'm so ready to bust. Oh, Pippo, I'm so ready to bust. Oh, here we go. You want me to bust all over? Yeah, the Nighttime Mine also means nothing right now because they have 4 energy. So the Nighttime Mine really doesn't matter in this matchup because 2 energy on an Ogerpon is 4, which is exactly the number they need. As long as they don't bosses my Gabite with an energy on it, we win this game. Ah, the Golden Shower. I've been waiting for you. Don't you just love it when your opponent gives you a Golden Shower? All right, they're playing fast. I like that. Play fast, let me win, and you'll be featured in a YouTube... Oh, God. Okay, no, never mind. Oh, we don't have a... We prize 2 Gabite. Oh, that's concerning. All right, we prize 2 Gabite. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Everything is great. I have a Moltres. I specifically built a Moltres version of the deck. We had it, and yet I decided, hey, what if we just attach? Because I went for the sure thing. I should not have gone for the sure thing. That was my bad. So do I show them the Moltres? Because what if they have unfair? What if they have unfair stamp? I gotta show it to them. I'd be like, bam, yeah. I know what this deck's weakness is. I know what you can do to this deck. Yeah, see? My golden turkey. Oh, what's that? You want to put another dude into play? What's that? You want to suck a butt? What's that? You want to put another Ogerpon down? Oh, I got some bad news for you, because I can knock out this Meowth, and then I can Crispin. I can do all the things. PB, yes, I understand, because I attached to the Garchomp, because I went for the sure thing. I had Garchomp 2 energy. Oh, this is great. This is exactly why I built this deck. I looked at the list. I was like, hey, Garchomp's really only weakness is Ogerpon. Ogerpon Meganium specifically. Well, who can one-shot an Ogerpon for no effort? You just got to put a fire energy in the deck. This guy. And obviously, if they go for Arboliva, that's fine. I just knock out their Meowth. And then we figure it out from there. Because I can drop to 6. I can put the Gibble down. They can't take a 2-prize turn with Arboliva. Not really sure why they went to Hooters, though. Why would you go to Hooters when the waitress at TGI Fridays is much nicer? Why would you do that? You know, they pay their employees better at TGI Fridays than Hooters. Oh God. I wish I could go to Hooters right now. I'm so ready for some Hooters right now. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, isn't it great when a plan comes together? Isn't it great when two people come together and you get to blow Ogerpon right up? Isn't it great when two people wearing masks come together? It's just they're just dumbfounded. Their jaw is on the floor because they need to open their mouth to fit my feet in. And, you know, I'm getting a little weird at the end of the YouTube video because no one watches till the end of my YouTube videos. Comment down below. I'm watching you right now, Pilot. Even though you don't know I'm here, I'm watching you right now. And that's how I'll know you watched to the end, because I know the watch time on these videos is like 10 minutes per person. So I can get as spicy as I want at the end. You got absolutely obliterated by a... Imagine playing Ogerpon Meganium and your cheats get absolutely clapped by a Garchomp player. All right, so that was Ogerpon Meganium. Hilarious. And Clamburglar, I saw your tweet saying that Mega Venusaur is trash now. I saw the tweet. And you're here for the ride? Damn straight. Yeah, the Sleep Squad. The Squirtle Squad. We got the Squirtle Squad and the Sleep Squad. They're very different people. You said verbatim, I'm reading the tweet right now. I regret ever saying that Mega Venusaur was playable. It is the worst card ever made. Please, I'm about to delete this account to hide my shame. Well, okay, I take this. This is what you have to do. Well, you deleted it, so we can't find it now. It's gone forever. Oh, man. Oh, wow, they didn't get the turn 1 Proton? This is like the first time I faced a... Wow, this is These are cards that exist. Hey, we finally got Rare Candy Garchomp. For the first time this stream, we got a naked Rare Candy Garchomp, and it went terribly. It went horribly, terribly, badly. Nobody likes it. Oh, I thought that was an Ino. So yeah, Crustle is tomorrow. I'll be playing it with Shaman and Growing Grass. Do I have the Shaman saved? That's Beedrill, my goat. My absolute goat. Did I put the Shaman? I don't think I did. I'll whip it out. I always whip it out in front of you when you ask me to. Hey, there's a Lilies. All right, so Air Balloon on you just to get it out of the deck, and then Limitless for Shaman. Wow, we got great cards. These are all fantastic cards that I wish I could have all day of my life. PB, absolutely. No Arboliva crap here. No Oh yeah, let's play Arboliva. Yeah, that's real funny. Let's play Arboliva. Who here wants to play some Arboliva? No one. No one in their right mind ever wants to play Arboliva. You gotta believe in the heart of the cards, bro. You gotta be a cool person and believe in the heart of the cards. Crustle, who cares about Crustle? You take the L against Crustle. So yeah, I think this is a playable card in Crustle. It could be a funny one, right? Because it accelerates any energy. So it can get Mist Energy, it can get Growing Grass, it can get, that's it. It can get Mist and Growing Grass, and that's it. Why aren't they able to attack? Because they're afraid. They're afraid of me, and I guess I get out the Pokegear. That's a Crispin. I need some Gabite, though, so I'm going to unfortunately get rid of the Battle Cage because I need to be able to play the game. Ooh, we got Rare Candy Garchomp again. And an Energy? But this is a Spidops deck, so we kind of lose. So I can't... I have to get my power weights, right? I have to get my power weights, because if I don't, the game is over. And then I just have to knock out the Spidops. So this is kind of like a dancing around the issue here. Is I know what I have to do, they know what they have to do, but like I have to worry about this more. The Mewtwo, don't care about the Mewtwo. That's a nothing burger. That's like when you go to McDonald's and you order water, that's a nothing burger. That's when you just order a patty. That's when you get 2 pieces of bread. That's a nothing burger. Huh? Yeah, obviously I'll play the Arboliva version, but I believe in a 4-4-4 Beedrill Supremacy world. And if you're wondering, no, I couldn't knock out the Mimikyu because the stupid thing resists fighting. Who are you going for? Yeah, okay, I thought so. All right, well, I'm going to Lily's Determination again and just kind of see what happens. Because this guy is a huge problem. But if I can find a power weight, we might be okay. That's a judge. I don't want to do that. Yeah, at least it's not Clam Burglar. All right, so you go there. I'm going to Lily's. Please don't screw me, or please give me Moltres Fire. All right, well, I'll take that. It's not what I wanted, but I'll take it. And so that goes there. Yeah, let's go Bite. Huh. Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. I don't even think this is worth what I'm about to do, but I don't really have an option. You know, I'm wasting a whole bunch of things. I do not think this is the right call. But like, what else? What other options do I have right now? This is a terrible matchup for this deck. If they retreat, that would be quite a treat. But they have to bench, I think, 1 more, right? Because they do 180 with everybody. So they have to bench 1 more basic, and then they have to hard retreat the Mewtwo. So I did take a big chancey, but if they just put a grass in the discard pile, we know they're kind of going for it. Ooh! Like, I understand that putting the power weight was probably the wrong call, but I had to, you know, at least try to force them to use everything. You know, hard retreat the Mewtwo, have everything. Oh my god. Didn't I judge them? Oh no, I Lilies. I'm going to judge them next turn. But we'll do 1 more game after this one. I don't think I have any wacky lists, but does anyone... Oh, are you going to hard retreat? Will they hard retreat? Find out next time while I play with my Dragon Balls. So, yeah, we got our 1 good game with the Moltres build. This is just a nightmare scenario. It's actually somewhat winnable because, you know, you would have Rose Raid, you'd be able to Corkscrew Dive. So this specific build is terrible. Let's just play a normal Garchomp build next. I think you 100% hard retreat and just go for it. And then power up this Spidops with this, and then you just Spidops the rest of the day. Garchomp and Gigalith. That's a lot of moving parts. That is I have a funny idea for a deck. Yeah, this is 100% the correct call. Because they know they're facing Garchomp. They're facing the worst build of Garchomp they've ever seen in their entire life. And you know what? I'll play the most best Garchomp list on Limitless. How about that? The one with the most wins that went 10-1. 5. I think this is probably the list I was playing anyway. But yeah, I just lose the game. So for the final game of the stream, let's go for it. 9-5, 1,500. So remember, the ladder resets tomorrow, so you will all be back in Great League if you made it to Master League. Or if you didn't make it to Great League, you'll be back to Poke League, where Weird Al likes to, you know, move. Didn't they change this? I hate it because now the import is lower. I used to click here, now it's here. No, there is no, I hate that. There is no Pidove deck. Best Garchomp. I would love to play an Unpheasant deck, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, what is the... I mean, you can... Opposing wins. That's when two people stand back to back and fart on each other. Leah, welcome in. No, that is still one of my top YouTube shorts, by the way. And it's just so funny. The people in YouTube short comments, they're just so belligerent. It's great. They just get so mad. There's so many actuallys there. There's like, they were just future-proofing. Yeah, well, if you're going to future-proof, just do it, right? They were lying to us is just obviously the title of the video. But if you're going to future... What the hell is this? If you're going to future-proof, follow through. 3 mulligans, and yet I play 100 basics. Okay. They're going to start a Meowth. Yeah, because it's people on the toilet, and they've got hemorrhoids. No, I always put the copy pastas where they belong. All right, that's a Fighting Dong for a Gibble, and then we poked a pad for a Gibble, so I think that's GG. Because this is the first time I've gone first this entire damn stream, I think. But anytime I see a funny comment, I always post it on the Discord. But yeah, you have to remember, the people who watch YouTube shorts are sitting on the toilet and they're not having a good time over there. Yeah, okay, so this is... Yeah, that's a Badoo. Not that it matters, because we're fully set up. But they're sitting on the toilet. Oh, did you just sacrifice your Badoo to the Trust Your Pilot gods? Oh, never mind. They didn't. But I can just knock out the Badoo anyway, very easily. But people get very upset in the YouTube shorts, and it's just like, oh, they're just future-proofing. That's not lying. They could still do it. There's still hope. It's still good. It's still just like, no, there's no hope. Your hope ends here, and your meaningless existence along with it. There's just no hope. All right, so I go for another Gabite. Ooh, there's a Watchtower. Oh, and McCupcake, you got to come earlier. You know, Sunny doesn't have that issue. Sunny comes before anyone wants him to. All right, so let's go for Gabite. And then I have the knockout if I just get energy, so I think this should just be another Studio Ghibli. Because we don't even know what we're facing. You're saying that school is more important. You learn more from a Trust Your Pilot stream than you would from any school class. Well, we got the switch. But that's not going to help. All right, so retreat. Again, I have no idea what they're playing. They're probably going to concede here. Well, no, a job is good. A job means you earn money that you can use to pay for subs. Yeah, obviously that's concede. So we'll play one more. Because we just absolutely bodied that Dragapult player. Monkey Dory will be their... Nope, Badoo was their MVP. And no, I got time. I can edge swag bag burrito. We got some swag bags in this burrito. Yeah, so tomorrow is Crustle. I do apologize in advance, but it'll be ladder reset, so we have a very high chance of facing try-hard Dragapult players and also Alakazam players. And Owen, Crustle Joltik. Sure. If you want to post it in the Discord, I'll also write a note. So Crustle plus Joltik. You know, because I'm willing to try any wacky list. Well, that's the risk you take, right? It could be any. Could be anything. Swagbag Burrito decided to go first. But Crustle can still win against single prize decks. It's not a given that you'll lose. This is a terrible... I wish I'd gone first. We might be playing another game after this one. We might be playing a third last game. Oh, okay, okay. This is slightly better. Thank you, Owen. I would like to put... You know, if... I wouldn't mind putting the icing on your cupcake, if you know what I mean. You know, before I gave you my frosting, you were just a muffin. Ooh, this is terrible. All right. Well, I guess I go Rocky fighting on this guy, assuming that they're gonna do something bad to me. All right. Yep. Here we go. If they get Mega Frostlass, I think that's fine. I I honestly don't have any response to that. Yeah, a cupcake is just a muffin without frosting. Change my mind. And if anybody wants to take the 5 seconds, because I'm very lazy. Wow, they got rare candied Greninja. If anybody wants to do the thing that I'm too lazy to do and give me a black bar that's the same color as the background of PDCGL, because it would take me about 10 seconds to do that on my own, but I'm very lazy. Like, that teaches you how lazy I am, that I won't spend the 10 seconds to get the right, gradient color there. That's just way too much work. I could literally just copy and paste this little portion here of the screen that I just copy and pasted that you can't see, and then put it on the screen, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Yeah, let me just go PDCGL, black bar 2. Like, this is how lazy I am, that I'm not even willing to do this amount of work to get it to, oh god, to get it to match. Like, why is everything breaking? Oh, because I did the thing. Oh, because I did this backwards. Okay, so I need to, I'm a fart smeller. I know what I'm doing. I'm a pro streamer, okay? Pro streamer doing live tech support. Damn it. How did I miss? How did I miss that? There we go. See, does that blend in slightly better? Am I a makeup YouTuber? Is that better? I think the black bar is just better because it doesn't really line up there. It doesn't line up whatsoever. I think the other one was better because it's, yeah. Well, that's a good bite. That's a Rocky fighting. That's a butt scratcher. All right. Well, let's champion's call. Go get a Gibble. Really wish I had a rare candy. That'd be pretty cool. Might be retreating here though. Yeah, buddy Puffin for Roselia Spiritomb. And I think this is just retreat into the Gibble. And Cynthia's power weight. And then just hope. Hope they take the bait. Hope I'm a master baiter. Yeah, does anybody have any opinions? Press 1 if you like the new one. Copy and pastry. Good one. Press 1 if you like the new one. Press 2 if you like the old one. I like the old one. You like the new one? Okay, please be honest, because this does affect the quality of the stream. It's just, I could... Really? You like the second one? All right, what I could do is I could make like a slightly better version where I don't just take the background to PDCGL. Or I could flip it up and reverse it or something. You notice this one? Okay, so this one's less noticeable? Good. There's a Mirage Barrage. We're voting on what the black bar you liked more. Because remember, if it wasn't for the black bar, you'd have to stare at that for 3 hours. Oh yeah, let's stare at the flashing, constant flashing light. Okay, so you like the new one better? All right, so I hate how that's a part of the stream now, is I have to put, work into how do you cover up the dumbest thing they've done? Oh, crap. Okay, I have to. I don't want to, but I have to. This is not what I want to be doing, but I got to do it, and I can't put anybody else into play. Lena, you'd think so, but this is the PTC GL dev. They have been a terrible developer for a very long time. And Goliath, hello, my child. Perfect timing because I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna end the stream with another loss. So choose prediction outcome 10-11. The fact that it's in the wrong direction. Well, I did it in 2 seconds, right? I just copy and pasted the background of the screen and then put it on screen. There you go. Yeah, like some games have those warnings. This game should have had it since day one, because back in my day, PDCGL, oh, this is interesting. This is not, oh, they got it. They win. I wish I'd put the power weight on the Rose Raid, but that would have been too smart. It's a funny thing. Let me guess, you got the ignition energy. Ooh, if they don't have ignition energy, we might win. But if they just have Mega Frostlass, we lose. So I have to, what, judge and... No, they're just going to Shinobi Blade. All right, so that's 170. I'm literally 10 damage short of knocking out the Greninja with my Spiritomb. If I had just put a power weight on the Rose Raid, we could have won this game. But that was my bad. Ooh, there's an unfair stamp. That's great. That is great. That is awesome. Okay, so let's go. Oh, wow. This is terrible. I think I have to go get another bite because this is maybe how we win. Do I have a rare candy? Oh, wow. We got nothing. All right, let's go unfair stamp. I did prize, I think, 2 Roselia. Wow. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it's going to be today. All right, well, this is just absolutely horrible. I prized everything. Let's just get everybody out of the deck. I have to Draconic Buster. Everything's coming out of my hand here. And hopefully they don't get a bosses, because I have to Draconic Buster. And there we go. And I chose the prediction of the outcome because it's 10 or 11. So that doesn't matter. But I can just bosses the Meowth and win the game. Isn't that hilarious? If I top deck a bosses, I win. They got a Mega Frostlass, didn't they? Please don't tell me I stamped them into Mega Frostlass. Or Ultra Ball. Because this is Gravity Mountain. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. That Pokepad doesn't matter either. Is that a Badoo? Okay, hang on. Things are happening. Oh, there's a Night Stretcher. What do they got in there? Nothing. They got nothing in there. Oh, am I going to win this game? Am I going to win this game after they had everything? Because if they have rare candy, yeah, they just have Badoo, so they're just fighting for their life right now. Now, I'm in a very awkward position. Do I draw cards with Corkscrew Dive? Press 1 if I draw cards, press 2. Okay, that changes many things. I think because they would take the knockout anyway. No, because I have 4 cards in hand, so they would take the knockout anyway. So that don't matter. And because that's 250, let's go get the Rose Raid. And then Corkscrew Dive. The only card in their hand is a Greninja, so if they top deck a rare candy or a Mega Frostlass, they have to top deck a supporter. Or, like, yeah, they have to... I prize 2 Roselia. If I win this game after prizing all of my Roselia and they have everything, you have to say that I'm the greatest Garchomp player in the history of the world. Oh! Everybody say it. Say it back. Say it back. I'm the greatest Garchomp player in the history of the world. Literally the GOAT. Literally the GOAT. Yes, it was because of Goliath sub that we won that game. Mods, ban I Like Cow for lying. For lying. But that was the last game, I promise. Last game. The Goat Chomp. I'll take it, I guess. Gardus, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, see, you all know who's number one. All right, so let's raid Sunny. Wait, is Sunny not online? Where be the Sunny? Okay, I was gonna let's raid Toss Frag. So I'll raid Toss Frag. I will see you all tomorrow with Crustle. What's my hey? They're in a. Oh, look like they were in a plane. What's my least favorite part of a sandwich? What's my least favorite part of the sandwich? The crust. Get it? The crust.